Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. How's everyone doing this evening? We're going to get right into what you came here for. Wait, while I came and talk. Right exactly what the title says. Today, there was this content cop from H3, from IDubbbz about H3 that dropped. Should turn my mic down. It seems hot again. And then, well, yeah, but that's all we're gonna react to. Basically, how Ethan responded to it. There's this whole thing, so we're gonna get into like Ethan's reaction about it because I think this is like it's gonna be a pretty telling moment, honestly. And then there's this clip right here. It shows how Ethan reacted to it when he found out he was the guy behind IDubbbz video. So I'm interested to see Ethan's reaction to this whole thing. That's what I'm interested in. That's what we'll get into. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna actually can't stick around this time. Oh, all good. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Blender. It's good to see you in here. Catch you in the next stream. I'll be on tomorrow's Thursday. I think I'm on tomorrow night too. Let's see. Yep, tomorrow night. So catch you tomorrow night if you can be on tomorrow night. No worries if not. But we're gonna get right into this bad boy. Why do I have 4 texts? It's always when I go streaming that I have all these texts to respond to. Alrighty. Hold on, sorry about that. Alright, cool. Sorry about that, I had to answer. I was reading a message. We're gonna get right into this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Turn the music down. Alright. Maybe we'll do light background music. Maybe we'll do that. Alright. Here is Ethan's reaction as soon as... Also, a couple things to note on this. So, first off, we'll show Ethan's reaction. Then I want to... So, Ethan Klein finds out halfway through the H3 podcast, IDubbbz dropped a content cop on him. Let's see how he reacted to this.
What happened? There's more bad news?
I do have some more bad news for you. Some breaking news. Your old friend IDubbbz just released a video.
Yeah.
It's about you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. That is the... No, it can't be.
Well.
It actually can't be. Holy fuck, dude.
It sure is.
Oh my God. Holy fuck.
And from a quick scrub through, I think, well, it's going to be a little spicy.
Let's watch it. I mean, so like the thing is like, this guy went from saying he didn't want to get involved to supporting people calling CPS, like associating with people calling CPS my family. An atmosphere where someone like Bad Empanada is being platformed by people like Matt Lieb and...
Okay, but didn't the CPS thing inevitably help him out? Like, lo and behold.
Denims, who are friends with...
It looks like they're both in the video.
Check the description.
Oh my God! Like what? Like what? Why? What would I do to like fucking like what kind of fucking like bro? What kind of cowardly bullshit is this? Like we have one disagreement where I get upset because you guys aren't defending me publicly after everything I've done to support you guys, and like you bring on people who are fucking Denims and Frogan who did a fucking anti-Semitic tier list, and you're platforming them and co-signing them. And by the way, to even make it even more crazy,
okay, what they did was not anti-Semitic, by the way.
Lena's fighting in your fight, bro. Like, what
Like,
the fuck are you doing?
I should move my camera for this react too. I'm gonna move my camera real quick. I'm noticing that my camera will be in the way. I'll put my camera over here, maybe like the top. Maybe camera bottom left. There we go.
I actually can't believe that he did this. It's actually fucking unreal.
Pretty wild.
And it's just so pathetic too. Like, talk about a bandwagon.
Maybe I'll move
like,
it again.
bro,
Maybe I'll go
this
top
is
right.
the edgy, cool content you're trying to make a play to like fucking warm up to. By the way, IDubbbz, Lena's fucking.
Oh my god. So, okay. So there's this. There's that to make note of. Now, the next thing to make note of with this content cop here is, to my understanding, like AB, I've been seeing people saying AB got buttoned. I don't exactly know what button means, but I do know that AB kind of dipped out of it at one point, and I started to read this on Twitter about it. So wait, where's AB? What do they do to him? In the episode, Lena said it was early in the episode. They said Lena was having a panic attack and went off camera. While watching the video, there was a moment while AB interjects seemingly to back IDubbbz on a point. The button is pressed and he's gone. So I'm assuming that Ethan and AB got into a disagreement. Someone said, "Don't ask what a Zionist did to a Muslim." I'm assuming they got into a disagreement and left. So who knows? Maybe AB will be outdoors soon on this stupid podcast. It's not even a podcast anymore, dude. It's just a shitty place to be. But anyway, let's get in. Should we get right into it? Should we do it? All right, here it goes.
Dangerous. Consider the
Fucking thing in our defense, like, actually, Hila's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane. Oh, he's so disgusted. He's so disgusted, you guys. He just discovered empathy, man. It's hitting him hard here today. Harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people. Wait, that's who says any fucking thing. Hold on.
Yeah, that was a weird choice.
That's what made him think he needs to make this?
Well, you win a lot more than that.
That's not what he should.
I mean, yeah, I think you could have showed a different part, but
too far, because they have mobilized such an insane.
This is such a funny intro that he made.
Harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their life.
Should we do an?
That's right. Kansas City. What state is Kansas City here in?
Wait.
Ethan? Little pop.
Oops, I accidentally just hit a button. Let's do an AB appearance thing here. So we've got one AB appearance so far.
Harassed into oblivion, which is literally, he's proving my point. I don't see why that would set you off, bro.
So when he did the trailer, I had suspicions, even though, yeah.
Everybody suspected, but I was like, there's no shot. That's just so stupid.
I watched back that footage. You did go in on him a little bit. You call him spineless. You said you're no friend of mine.
So what?
Well, I'm just saying, just to give the context.
I'm really shocked that AB has not left the podcast yet. Like, I don't know how much Zionism it's going to take out of Ethan Klein in order for AB to have to leave this podcast. I don't know what is in his soul that's keeping him there. I would be like offended into oblivion. Sure, call me a soy boy or whatever for that. I don't care. I mean, there's things that have been said in this podcast that are directly harmful to AB, so I don't know how he's lasting.
He is spineless, and this just proves it. Like, what a fucking coward. It's still not enough, man. I was rightfully upset. Like, what? He's a
And one of the worst parts about him being there is he always feels like he has to retract on whatever he says because Ethan says something, so he's got to kind of come back and be like, well, yeah, I guess you're right, kind of attitude.
fucking Peach in that situation, not standing up for me? Well, clearly he agrees with them, like, a lot. Oh my god, dude.
Hit us go back.
That intro does
This
not
is such a
that
funny
justifies
intro.
this content cop. Me saying that I feel like people who don't think that Israeli civilians should be killed are being like ganged up on online. That's it? That's what made you throw this on? Okay. That's pretty serious stuff there, dude. Bro, you literally look like a fucking free tattoo pack that you get for 25 cents from a windy thing, bro. Like, literally, my kids have cooler fucking tattoos from Chuck E. Cheese. And people go, oh, Mr. No, listen. That's right. I'm going after his tattoos.
That's such a weak thing to go after. And I like how Ethan, not to mention the fact that I've already paused it a couple times, but I like the fact that Ethan is already pausing it 44 seconds in. I think he's paused it like 3 different times. Now it's like, dude, come on.
Bro looks like he just went to the menu and was like, I'll take that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
Tells you how good his criticisms are going to be.
Cringe,
He's just
bro.
looking for the weakest things to go after.
I'm kidding, by the way. People are going to be like, this is all he had to say? This is going to be really... I don't think this is going to be hard to react to at all. I mean, so far, this is just pathetic.
What if he's suiting up to defend you? Maybe he agreed with that clip where he said all the people are...
I think it's...
I'm just going to hold out, and he got all those people together in order to slam them.
That would be kind of inspiring, although...
He made them apologize.
That's right.
Ethan has no right. Emma, what's up? No right to be talking about anyone else's tattoos.
All right. Yeah, I mean, after everything we've been
Yeah,
through, that
yeah.
might actually be a nice olive branch.
Hey, yo.
He's so zany, you guys.
It's kind of funny because last time I talked about Ethan on here, I was like, this is the last I talked about Ethan. There was like 45 people in stream, and there was like 40 foot soldiers, 5 normal people. And the foot soldiers annoyed the hell out of me. I had to ban a couple foot soldiers. So I suspect that if the foot soldiers don't come into this chat, I suspect they will be in the VOD after the fact in the comments. And be like, nah, man, you don't get it. Ethan's the best person ever. You don't get it. You don't get it. I'm 14. You don't get it. He looked tattoos miserable. Yeah, I know. That I saw like a very up close photo of it on Denim's stream the other week. Dude, I'm just gonna say it outright. That tattoo, if oh my god, like I cannot imagine being somebody's wife and then seeing a tattoo, like if you're somebody's wife, seeing a tattoo on your husband's arm of your face. Like, that's just weird. It's just strange. Like, if my dad had that of my mom, I'd be like, Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Remember how zany and cool IDubbbz is? He's doing karate and cool. He's being silly in a fucking cabin. Look at him go. Yeah.
Dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Quit pausing it, Ethan.
Bro, just to give you an idea, he puts this here. This is like a extremely rare dunny that we gave them. This is like ancient lore stuff, but like we made a special one just for them. Like actual friendship stuff. It's pretty nice.
That's funny he put it in there then.
Is this funny?
Okay. Yes, Ethan. Yes. Ethan, yes, this is funny. Shut the fuck up. That was just for him.
Should I be listening to this guy? Like he's setting it up like he's the moral arbiter. He's like, I'm drunk. I'm dancing around my cabin like a...
Oh my god, it's a fucking joke, Ethan. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. He's... Oh my god, dude. This is gonna be a long fucking stream. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. I hope it's not.
And I'm
might
putting
just skip
cigarettes
around.
out on my pants.
It's ironic. You wouldn't understand.
It's ironic, right? But it's also like the character for real. But he presents his arguments like they should be listened to. I mean, that's the whole thing. Bro's actually out there like Timothy McVeigh. He's running to the closest fucking kindergarten to blow it up.
You know, a part of me really wants to know, like, what the fuck was his chat saying? Like, what are even the comments on this? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Remember the good old days in this episode? It was called "I'm Quitting YouTube." I feel the most important takeaway, Dan. Like, what are these comments? What are they saying? Ends up being in this episode. I want to know, like, who some of these, like, delusional people are here that are still foot soldiers. These comments are not even a... What the fuck? Okay, here's, like, one normal. I guess Alina had a panic attack, so there's a normal comment. Daniken is... These people are not even saying anything about it. It's so weird. Felt like yelling the content God was coming. What is going on here? What is happening in the comments of this?
Quick, there's a Jew. I heard there's a Jewish.
That's not what Timothy McVeigh did.
Isn't he the one that blew the Unabomber?
You're thinking of Kaczynski.
Oh, Kaczynski.
Oh my god. Oh
He's the one that lived in a cabin in the woods?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
maybe they both.
Timothy McVeigh is the Oklahoma City bombing.
Did. Right.
Yeah.
They
But
both had
maybe
vibes.
he lived in a cabin.
Good
too.
job.
They
baby.
both were vibing out in the
Yeah.
woods. Oh, man.
Explosive personalities, both of them.
True, true.
Maybe.
Guys, it's Shabbat. All the Jews are at temple.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and
It's a
MBs
cloudy day in Los Angeles.
That's my line.
Wait.
are having a fantastic one. Because
Wait, is this live?
By the way, Hassan literally goes and talks about how I'm obsessed with him, and I can't talk about him, and I can't stop talking about him. And this is what he's working on in the while he's complaining about that. I can't believe it, man. It's stunning stuff. It really is.
I can't believe that when I came in here today, my main fear was shitting my pants, and now it's like
That's secondary.
That's the end of my list right now.
I already vomited.
There's a scene here I'm working towards. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I just want you guys to see this.
Okay.
I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's content nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke as I normally do, because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct.
Bro, he loves that out of context thing. Like, that video was so well sourced. The full context to everything.
I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist.
That's not what I accused you of, but go
He definitely did call him a terrorist, for sure.
on. Keep straw manning what I said. Co-signed by Ian.
I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true.
So well sourced from the Destiny subreddit. Yep.
Vicious anti-Semite.
Well, never say never.
Well, I think he's. I think he's.
You've definitely called him an anti-Semite many times.
Vicious is different. I think he propagates anti-Semitism. I don't think he does it intentionally.
I'm just saying.
I think you said raging.
Yeah.
Raging.
I don't remember.
You maybe never used vicious specific.
I don't think I've ever said, like, I don't think he consciously hates Jewish people. I think he propagates anti-Semitism.
What?
I don't even. But I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't think I don't think I am. But it doesn't really matter.
That'll end up being the next clip that plays.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. It's fine.
I'm just saying. Just never say never.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Importantly,
I like how he's already, like, okay, the fact that he's already gone for the anti-Semitic note there, just is a quick little, like, I don't know what you call it, but if you're someone, it's like he's priming his audience. That is probably, I wish I could see the chat. Is there any way for me to see the live chat? Because I bet you his chat was like, oh, right here. Is this it? Is this the chat? Will it show me it? Live chat replay? Oh, wait. What? How come it's not showing? Let's see.
Ethan is more attractive than me.
Oh, yeah, here we go. His fans are being anti-Semitic and he allows it. Look at that. It's like a little thing. It's like a little thing for him to say, and then his fans are going to be like, yep, that's on, anti-Semitic, yep. And then just, like, move on and be like, yeah, anti-Semite. Because, saying that Israel's actions, Israel's actions have led to a genocide, is apparently that's anti-Semitic to Ethan, so.
Me both physically and also mentally. I've been...
Why? What? Are we actually doing this frat bro thing? This is the fucking cutting... This is the cutting edge criticism that Hassan's hotter than me? Are we actually doing this?
I like how this person right here says... Where'd it go? I just saw it. He's scared to watch the nuke. It's been months. No, he wasn't scared to watch it. He knew that it would piss off Ethan if he didn't watch it. So he just didn't watch it, and he didn't really give a shit to watch it. But he has openly said he will watch it with Ethan. Ethan is the one that's scared to watch it. I want to see what this whole thing is about, though, right here.
Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally.
What? You can say you're smarter than me. I don't care about that. But, like, why are you doing the, like, I'm hot and you're not? Like, what is this?
It's called humor.
What is this? Holy shit, bro. By the way, he still hasn't watched the content nuke. I guarantee it. The content puke.
Been lying about everything, including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that.
Okay,
That's not even in the content nuke. And he was right about that, too. How did he know?
Okay. There you go. You fucking debunked.
I think he's referencing the post of him in the tub, because in that post you talked about his glasses. I was wondering if that's what
I think he told me at one point. I mean, he might have both. But no, I'm 100% sure that
Why does this have any sustenance in the conversation? Hassan's glasses.
one time he came on Leftovers and he was wearing unprescription glasses. 100%. So I mean, like
This is really just a tit for tat reaction. That's all this is. He's looking. He won't even like let Hassan finish a sentence. As Emil's correctly pointed out here, he cannot admit to being wrong. You'll see later in this frickin' content cop. You'll see. And you might have even seen it. I think you said you watched it. There was like that point where Ethan talks about how when he gets in these moods and he gets in this like attitude where he just is feeling this way and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about? We'll get there. We'll get there.
probably he might have both, or maybe his vision.
I just remember the last
worsened since then? I
episode.
don't
He
know.
said. I remember the last episode. He said he didn't have his on him. Maybe
It's at the very end. It's actually here. I'll just play it. It's at the very end. It's right here. It's this.
A lot of mistakes, and then when I get criticized more and more, and I get criticized for them, and I have been kind of slipping into a very unhealthy place where it's gotten worse and worse, and I get criticized more and more, and I get more defensive and more hold up, a feeling of almost infallibility that I could take anything on. It led me to make a lot of mistakes, and then when I was criticized for those mistakes, then I would act extremely defensive.
No, it's not familiar. Never mind. No, it's not familiar at all. No, it's not. Not familiar.
That's what you're referring to. He said he couldn't see the screen the last episode of.
No, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to something else. But I mean, fine. You
What is
got
that,
me on the
5
glasses
times an
thing,
AB?
Fucking owned, I guess.
Well, everything.
Yeah, I hope he sees that.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Look at this.
Wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Bro, what? I cannot believe what I'm
You
seeing.
have to. Dan's laughing. This
This
shit's
is
funny.
just, I can't do it. Did you tell him to say he's hotter than me? Was that your line? I think it probably was. Okay.
Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
Denim
To,
sighting. Let's
once
go.
again,
He's still mad about the hummus thing. He's still so mad about the hummus thing.
aligning himself with Denims, who literally calls my wife a baby killer, amongst other insane, terrible things. So that's good.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the
It's not a nightmare. I mean, it is shocking.
What a nightmare.
It's why is he like so full of himself? Where he's like, "Wake up, dude." This
I want to see the clip where Denim says she's a baby killer. I'd like to see that clip, Ethan.
is your nightmare. Like, dude, you're not
Oh,
that
God,
guy.
man.
You're not that guy anymore. Clearly,
dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
this dumb bitch. Well, oh yeah, because she was calling rape victims liars. That's why I called her a dumb bitch. Do you remember that part, Ian, or you don't care about that?
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Oh my God, Frogan. Talk about a jump scare.
Frogan's
This man
like, let's
literally
go.
got in a room with Frogan
Let's go.
to make a video about how I can't, bro. I can't. How
This
it
is
real?
upsetting him so much.
This is
He's
like,
so
am I
mad.
dreaming?
See?
He is so mad.
I think I do need to wake
I
up.
love this.
Surreal.
This is awesome.
IDubbbz
This is
was literally
awesome.
like co-signed Frogan, the girl who said, "I hope fucking veterans get PTSD."
Wake up.
Yeah, it wasn't the best take of her. She got clapped for it.
Girl who put on a fucking
She was just talking about the violence, but that's the message she was trying to get across, but it came across in not the best way possible.
racial tier list. He's co-signing. The world really has lost its mind. It really has, man.
Also, I like how he's still mad about that when Ethan has said things that are 10 times worse than that in his context puke.
It's crazy.
Wake up, Ethan.
Ethan. Once again, I barely even
Like,
talk about you. I don't even know.
Sean
I've
DeBlack,
seen
let's
clips
go. Let's go.
with him. I don't know who that
All of
guy is.
Ethan's worst enemies.
I know he's Sean DeBlack. I know that's his name, but I get the feeling it's one of these situations like with the Millhouse guy.
You know what the funny part about all this is, too? All of these people that have been on screen so far could be Ethan's friends. They could all be his friends, but, you know, came 2024, or came, I mean, was it 2023 now? Came the aftermath of October 7th, and when him and Hassan had the initial disagreement, which is really ironic because Hassan laid out all his like politics and all his viewpoints to them when they first met over a live stream. So it's really crazy that all this made Ethan crash out. And in the aftermath of the crash out, Ethan decided to take the worst heel turn ever and decided to cut all these people out of his life. These are people that could all be his friends.
God, why is he being so creepy? Look how he's creeping around like he's
Wait.
like, caught you, Zionist.
Ethan, wake up. Wake up. Snooze anyone? Just wake up.
Snooze anyone? You can tell, like, he's got no
This
jokes.
is awesome.
His jokes is just like walking around sillily. That's holy shit.
Sometimes that hits.
I know.
Well, it seems to bother you. It seems to work, Ethan. It seems to work.
Sometimes it hits. It's not a one time. It's not a one trick.
Right? It shouldn't be a one trick. It's a tool in the toolbox. to do
Jesse,
silly
what's
walks.
up?
For sure.
How are you? Good to see you in here.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
This is like the most unintimidating group of idiots you could ever assemble. Like, this is like so funny to me. Holy shit. And by the way, if they think this is going to stop what's coming, which is what I think is so funny, they think like it's not, okay? Everything that I said's coming is coming. This is actually pretty entertaining. I'm not even fucking tripping. This is kind of fun to watch. It might take me 2 episodes to get through this anyway.
We were late on the dock today, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of vibes. Well, it's funny. We were talking yesterday. We're like, well, if he does drop a content nuke, that'd be a good title and thumbnail. But I was like, you guys are insane. It's so stupid.
Oh my God. Let's see what else goes down in this. Let's see. I'm looking at this little thumb here.
I seem to recall saying, yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
this is
probably
gonna be
not, but I
awesome.
wouldn't say it's a 0% chance. And you said,
yeah, Mr. 0%.
no.
I thought it was
0%.
0. I thought it was
0%.
so. No, I thought it was so insane because I was like, we had like one.
I don't disagree that it's. I mean, it's insane for him to do
I
it, but
genuinely-
also, I don't know. I just.
Well, clearly I
Had
was
a
wrong.
feeling.
I thought it was 0. That's how confident I was. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
They're doing the L fucking Fortnite dance. Are we
Yeah,
still doing
dude.
that?
He's going to lose his mind over Frogan with the Sabra.
I'm not gonna do a react.
Scared?
You actually talked to all these. This man brought Frogan, Denims, and Shonda Black to do the Fortnite L dance. Bro thinks it's still like 2000 or whatever, or 2020 when this was funny. Was it ever funny? I don't know.
Not content yet, chat.
I'm listening. Nobody's telling you to wake up, Ethan.
Does this feel like a second intro?
And then here he's
What's up,
doubling
Thomas?
down on the song. How can he do that? How can he talk to a Jewish man and trivialize
Oh
what
my God.
people are saying makes them feel like it's a racial, anti-Semitic trope? And here he is co-signing it. He can't even be like, you know, I understand what you're saying, but I disagree. No, he's co-signing it. He's saying that this is not anti-Semitic and you're crazy for thinking a racial fucking tier.
Oh my God. Ethan. Ethan is the only, for the record, Ethan is the only person that thinks that was anti-Semitic.
List.
There's
Was
nobody else that
inappropriate.
thinks that. Dude. I'm not gonna say it.
Someone says, I can't believe Hassan agreed to this. That's the least surprising thing about this. Now, to me, I'm totally not surprised at all that any of these people are in it. What just surprised me is that IDubbbz is stooped to this level here.
Wake up, Ethan.
Okay, maybe Ela might be another person that might think this is anti-Semitic, maybe. But Ethan's the one I've seen called as anti-Semitic. The thing I was gonna say is this, and this means probably nothing in the grand scheme of things, but a couple of my Jewish friends who watch H3 know all about this lore. And even when they saw the hummus thing, they thought that shit was fucking hilarious. And they told me about it.
Okay, it's going on a bit now. We get it.
Well, again, there was already an intro to the video.
Yeah, how many? I'm woken up. You gave me plenty of time.
We're
I'm up.
We're 3.5 minutes in.
Yeah, come on, I'm up. He's up. It's not
up.
Easter yet.
It's not quite Easter, but he's up.
This is
Also, can I say this? Look at this. Check this out. Content Cop, 1,150,000 views 6 hours ago. What kind of views does he normally get on his stuff? Holy shit, that popped off. Look at this. Oh my god, it's like his most viewed video. Popular. He used to get 15 million views. So it's one of his like, oh, that was like old IDubbbz. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. All right, let's continue. Tomorrow to be everywhere.
Can I
yeah,
get a
I
soda?
know. God damn.
Let's get some
What do you want?
food. Let's get
What's choose your weapon? What do you want?
I'm into the Diet Dr. Pepper lately.
Dr. Pepper?
All right.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh my god.
That's
Potentially a Nazi as well.
Wait.
He's just a little. He's just a little crazy. That's and also like extremely right wing, and potentially a Nazi.
People didn't know who he was, and he kind of brought him back into the limelight, and kind of now he's like popular again.
Yeah, he's popping. And that's all thanks to Ian. Now I'll say Sam is an extraordinarily funny guy. That inspired me a lot when I was coming up. But that's that. Sam Hyde, congratulations. You did break Ian's brain.
Oh my god.
By the way, all three of these people, as far as I understand it, are like straight up Hassan waiting room streamers. That like.
well, now they're in the room.
They're in the room finally.
Made it.
Y'all made it, y'all. Woo! Give my regards to his mom, who's cooking chicken for him right now and cleaning his house. Well, hold on. Before we move on, I saw the pic of them all in there, and I was like, oh my god. But let's rejigger the title thumbnail.
Also, we've had an ad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're way over. I apologize. It's been a little distracting here.
Oh my god, let's not do the
Reaction,
ad.
live
Content cop or just?
Yeah, I was the same way, Dan.
Yeah.
No
Let's
Street
get
Fighter
over to
for me.
the
Yeah, I don't know.
context.
Which it
It's a harder
clearly is
game.
like the bigger
Content
one.
cop.
Life would be.
It might not be wise to react to this without at least getting a better sense of it, so that you can be calm and collect your thoughts. And Ethan was kind of open to that too. However, we did already get like 4 minutes into it, so
I'm into it. I'm enjoying
the station at this point.
I'm enjoying it. I honestly, at this rate, I doubt we'll even finish it.
Oh, you absolutely will not.
So we'll just finish it on Friday. We got show. I will not be busted.
Yes.
Let's just.
I will remain intact.
Oh, this was interesting. So in the chat, let's see. Live chat replay.
Let's just jump right into it.
Okay, there was a poll that came up right here in the chat on the side, and it was like, is Ethan busted or Ethan not busted? And the percentage when I saw it, when I clicked in earlier, was like neck and neck. It was like 49 and 50%. 50% was saying not busted, 49 saying busted. It was a I thought it was going to say like 90-10 or something. No, it was like neck
Let's
and
watch.
neck.
Throw that up, love, and we'll move on.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess. He's gonna make a comment on something with this. I'm gonna make a wild guess. Any moment now. Any moment now.
All right.
Any moment now.
I didn't plan on making a content cop on H3.
There he goes.
It sounds very stupid.
Ethan has pretty reasonable takes. How old are you? Here we go. Foot soldiers are hopping in. Here we go.
Stupid even saying that.
Tell me about Ethan's reasonable takes. I'd like to hear these. Let's go. Bring them on.
H3 content cop.
If you told me this maybe 2 or 3 years, if you told me this maybe about 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I would have maybe agreed with you. You're telling me this right now, and I cannot agree with you in good faith. Reasonable takes.
Dubs. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a content cop on
Reasonable takes. Tell me you have your head up your ass without telling me you have your head up your ass.
Hassan
God.
Piker. Content cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this
Oh,
in
wait.
2016, I would have been like,
He did his silly accent. I
mean,
guess. That's
that is exactly right, though.
He did do a
Why
silly.
did you do it? It's not 2016.
This is the thinnest margin I've ever seen on a poll.
It's close. Yeah, it's close.
See, I told you. Look, the poll's neck and neck. Like, look at this.
It's literally 50-50.
Well, you all are calling me ugly,
See?
so I'm not buying it. Frankly, I find that ableist.
I don't know why it won't show me the poll right now.
No is inching out. Thank you to my lovely fans.
Why is he wearing a cowboy shirt?
I don't know. He just took it off. He's matching his aesthetic, his tattoo aesthetic.
No, like it.
Like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out.
Bro, the truth is, with the moment.
Do you, Cake Farts, do you think a guy going after Redditors is a reasonable human being? Does that sound like a rational thing if your parent told you? Mind you, this is an old dude. This is an older dude, 40-plus-year-old dude with kids, with 3 kids that has the time to go after Redditors. If your dad told you, if you were like 5 years old and your dad's like, I'm going after Redditors, would you be like, Dad, you're awesome? Does that sound like a rational thing to be doing?
I saw this man in a mullet covered in fucking Chuck E. Cheese 25-cent tattoos. I got concerned for him.
I like the
was
silence.
This,
the
bro.
silence
But when
is
he cut
deafening.
his hair, I was like, okay, maybe everything's gonna be okay.
Maybe it was just a phase.
Yeah, but it's not just a phase, Mom.
Out, it's not me losing the plot, it's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
Yeah, my good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep listening. Agree.
All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Are you gonna? Okay, hopefully he'll give a little context to at least why we're upset about him. What he should give context to why we were upset and what his editor said about us. Which was, what did the editor say about you? Something that you were like.
Don't remember. I blocked stuff like that off my memory.
Yeah, I mean, as horrible as you can imagine. In fact, yeah, maybe you guys can find what the Mr. Froggy was saying about me, just to give context.
Does that make a statement in this video? Because like this is just as much about her.
I barely remember this Mr. Froggy thing. I like very vaguely remember it, but if I'm not mistaken, this is not like his current editor or anything. This is like I believe it was like somebody else's editor, or it was like another YouTuber that he hasn't worked with in a period of time. It was something to that effect. I hope he gives context. He literally does let the video play.
Part 2.
I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know.
Story about Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his.
Oh yeah, it was something about Shredder. He said something. What was it? Something like.
Oh, was it the thing about Shredder where he let his dog get the drugs?
Just, I don't know. You can find the screenshots. I think it's important.
Galia has everything. You guys just ask Galia.
Yeah.
Podcast with what's been going on over the past couple of years. So Ethan, as you know, is a content creator who has a podcast.
Oh, they know who I am.
Oh,
Stop
okay,
it.
we're going back that far.
We know. They know who I am. Stop. Come on.
Where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's fucked up. He's had shows with all sorts of different controversial characters. He's had a show with Trisha Paytas. He's had a show with Hassan Piker. In doing so, he's gathered a ton of different audiences. Now, in his podcast with Hassan, Leftovers, they would mostly talk about surface level progressive shit and make fun of right-wingers.
In fact, I'll even say this. I had to stop watching Leftovers after a while. I would tune in here and there, but I stopped watching it because I felt like, okay, like 2020 was the time where I kind of like started to get more in tune with politics and what's going on in the world. And that was where I saw Hassan's broadcasts on Twitch. So I started paying attention more to that. I started watching more news outlets, reading more news articles. My camera looks crooked. I'm gonna straighten it. Things of that nature. And then I came across Leftovers once that became a thing, and I saw it was Hassan and Ethan, who during lockdown I was watching Ethan on H3. So I figured, okay, what a good crossover. Every time I watch it, I left with this feeling of like, Ethan's political takes are not the best. Like, I didn't feel like I was learning anything from his point of view on things. Like, I didn't have anything to take away from it. It was all just like the premise of what Hassan had just said, just regurgitated differently. I've watched these two ding-dongs for about 10 years. Ethan will not give up when he thinks he's right, even if it completely derails his life. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. And I showed this clip earlier where he just admits, it was an old clip of his where he admitted to like previously constantly defending stuff. It's good to see you in here again, JMBL. I think you were in my last Ethan stream.
And you're telling me he didn't flick their dick once at least?
Oh, that's 100 shavers. You trans women. I say, oh no!
And it was mostly that until they actually had to reckon with a very serious topic. I would
Can
say
I just
that
interject already? Like, his introduction of you is already pretty funny.
He acts like he doesn't know me.
Yes, you're acting like you didn't make videos together
Like,
that
bro.
were like really big, and that you didn't come on this podcast that you're supposedly describing what it is.
That
What are
you've
you
been on
talking
a
about?
bunch of times. Yeah.
So this guy H3 that you may know. What?
I do have to say something on that though. When as someone who's made a shitload of videos, like there's been plenty of videos I've made where I'll be talking about like Curtis Connor, or I'll be talking about like Drew Gooden, or like Danny or somebody, and like I'll still get comments where people are like these are old videos, or like I'll be talking about like some other person that's like very popular, and there's still comments where people are like, before you get into talking about it, like you have to mention who the person is. They're like, make a video like you're talking to people who live under a rock. And it's been good advice. I've taken that advice since I get the comment. So you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
Just because there are plenty of people out there who don't know what H3 is. Like there's a lot of like normies that don't know what H3 is.
Oh yeah, he's saying, so Froggy Tonic, amongst other things, he was saying, I killed my dog by feeding him cheese. He died at 6, lifespan 13, by the way, which is funny, weird, funny detail. Then he says, so how can you question why I'm concerned about the kids? This guy was like doing the CPS thing when he can't even protect his own dog.
He's taking so much of Ozempic, his brain lost weight too. That's funny.
Yeah.
Little homie even ingested pills left on the floor. Like, and again, I told that story that's
awesome.
Guest when he was a puppy.
Yeah, the reason this was so upsetting on some.
Dude, I actually, you bring up so much Ozempic. I do wonder if he's like, if he has taken too much of it. I don't know. I can't make that bold claim and say he has or hasn't, but I can wonder if he has. I don't know. And it's had these, like, there has to be. Like, it's like so coincidental, the timing when he started taking Ozempic to the time that he crashed out. The timing is so just like in sync that I feel there's a correlation somewhere in the sauce.
So many levels. It's like Anissa and Ian were at our house a lot of times. They saw us with our kids
And our dogs.
So, you know.
So, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, dude, this is your editor and you're not going to say anything? Like, I mean, I spoke up for you. It just feels like pretty, it just feels
But Mom,
pretty sad.
Ethan hit me first. That's what IDubbbz sounds like.
Yeah, and by the way, it was just like one
You were
thing.
kind of asking for it, right? I feel like your mom.
I feel like pretty justified in being angry. Let's see if he
Oh no, I said go fuck yourself.
And I wasn't alone in that either. A lot of people in the audience were like, you know, it's fucked up that he's not standing up for you. And I'm like, yeah, it is fucked up, you know?
Both of them.
Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Palestinian people living in the West Bank are subject to these horrific conditions, horrific living conditions by the state of Israel, America's greatest ally and the only democracy in the Middle East, if you ask Republicans and even liberals.
Well, that's dancing. Are you actually seriously gonna? This is okay.
They've been harping on it for like 5, and he literally does talk about those tweets. I know. I know. And I'm like almost excited to see what Ethan has to say here, because Hassan has been a advocate for Palestine for years on end now. And this is not new information to Ethan. He's gone over this with Ethan when they first met. So Ethan should not be surprised by this.
This is like some weird appeal to authority thing he's doing, where it's like Ethan talks about silly stuff. Hassan talks about serious stuff. Therefore, his opinion is more valid. It's like...
And what does IDubbbz talk about?
I mean, yeah, who are you?
Reacting as without a previous watch is a bad idea for them. I know, and Dan even gave them a warning to not watch it and wait for them to kind of pre-watch to react. And told them it would... Dan even fucking said it would be unhinged. Dan even fucking said that, and he was just like, nope, we're already in it.
You did decide, yeah, exactly.
Hold on. What is Content Cup usually about?
You're famous for fucking
about
making
TanaCon.
fun of Leafy is here and Tana, saying the N-word,
derailing
to
it.
Tana.
Oh my god.
Oh my
which he's
god.
apologized for, and I have too for my usage of that.
What
but
the,
I'm just
I want to
saying,
know what the fuck is
I
Chad
find
is
this
saying.
a weird appeal to authority, kind of pathetic.
This is all so weird.
Israeli settlers are trying to evict Palestinian families in occupied
Does
East
IDubbbz talk
Jerusalem.
about
The
N-word,
United
F-word?
Nations
No.
says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the...
What does that have to do with us?
This is such a pathetic argument.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. Now play Hassan trying to find Yemen on a map. What's ironic about this comment is this person probably couldn't find Yemen on a map either. So, suck it.
It really is. So he's saying my opinion as an Israeli Jewish man is worth far less than Hassan's because I've done silly content.
Did we ever disagree with that? Did we ever like prop up
But
settlers?
I don't think it make no, of course not.
So what does that even have to do with us?
The
I don't
thing is
understand.
like
He's not surprised everything out of his mouth is in bad faith. He just hates Hassan and couldn't handle the idea. His wife just may have been a propagandized terrorist.
I've always I don't believe that it makes my opinion less valid. You know what I mean? Like we're
I'm glad we're getting chatters that are agreeing here. IDubbbz cooked him with this one, not gonna lie. I feel like Ethan's slowly letting the power go to his head. Yeah. IDubbbz did a great job in this video. I think there's a lot of things going on in his mind. Like, I think he knows he's losing his audience, so he's probably getting a little bit insecure about that. He's probably, at some point, realized that he's losing friends, just by making him feel a little bit insecure. He's probably noticing that people are leaving his own broadcast. He's probably also noticing that the larger majority learn how to talk, dude. Who are you talking to? Hello? He gets very irrational at times and attacks the people he loves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
two people having a conversation. What's the point of doing a show together if it's like this guy?
Wait, I want to know what's up with Alice here. Learn how to talk? Chad, are you okay? Are you doing okay there? Hello? Have you chatted here before? Are you okay, chatter? What is happening here? What's up, Marina? How are you?
And by the way, this is Israel-Palestine. This is like one of the most contentious
Thank
issues
you,
of all-
Ethan Klein. You are our best friend. Should we play that? Should we do a little interruption? A little interruption for that real quick? Thank you, Ethan Klein. Let's do it. Let's do a quick thank you, Ethan Klein. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's do a thank you, Ethan Klein. You guys ready for it? Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are our best friend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Here we go. Here we go, chat. I still have my background music playing in the back, but.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Defender of genocide. Helping small creators grow a larger size. In 2020,
He also helped out Bad Empanada grow.
promoting the left side. Denim's being Frogan,
Frogan.
Hasanabi and mine. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. I love that. He was good until the podcast. This song is great. That song might play again. We might have to play that one again later on, chat. Things get a little stale.
All the time, like you really
Coming
just
up
gonna
again.
throw your hat in with his song?
Also, Hassan's community. I like how his context puke was all about like deplatforming Hassan and it's gonna shrink his broadcast size. Hassan's broadcast has only gotten bigger since the context puke. Hassan is now averaging like 42,000 to 47,000 people per stream. There's like some streams where he'll have like 35, but pre-context puke he was at like 30. His stream has grown since the context puke.
On for just and it's straight.
Why'd you just now get a notification for the stream? I just got my own notification for my own stream right now. I don't know. YouTube's fucking
appeal
up.
to authority.
Good to see you in here,
Just
Chris.
like he's been serious about this longer, therefore he's right. He also fucking said that the Houthi kid isn't a terrorist, and like he literally says, "I am a terrorist." This man, you know, he thinks.
Dude, the Houthi kid is. Oh my god. There he goes again on his, any brown man that he sees that he encounters is terrorist. Brown guy terrorist. Immediately. It's like, dude, holy shit, man. The guy is not a terrorist.
Is based, the guy who says we will hunt down the Jews wherever they. It's better that the
Cocaine
Jews all go
rants.
to Israel so that we
Yeah.
don't have to hunt them down worldwide. That's the guy he thinks is
What was
based.
the date on that last clip?
Let's see.
East Jerusalem.
May 11th.
2021.
Is his.
The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the.
It's interesting. Here, take a look at this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my
Look at him
God, Dan, you
bouncing.
sweet fucking.
I didn't find this. Scully did.
May 15th. May 15th. What was
It
that
4
date
days
from?
later. It
The
said,
11th?
It said May 11th. So this is the 15th. So this is a few days later. It's not the exact same day.
Wow.
But he luckily, because the year is 2025, has the he has the advantage of foresight, of hindsight. Actually, it's the other way. We're looking backward.
Oh my god.
So this is 4 days after he apparently says that I am just fooling around, and he's building up to this thing that. Well, let me just read it. My thoughts on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. The Israeli government is making me sick.
Oh,
Even
boy.
if Hamas is operating
What
as
kind of
civilian.
Zionist are
Ethan's
you?
at worst shit when he was. Yeah, Ethan was very openly saying the N-word. Ethan was also not only saying the N-word, but also what was misogynistic. He was just not a good person overall.
How dare you say that? About our
Racist.
dear leader.
4 days.
I'm
Four-
taking your keeper away, Ethan. You don't
4
deserve
days after that date. Even if Hamas is
changes
operating
his
as
views
civilian
based
buildings,
on
it
who he's
doesn't justify
around.
the total destruction
Yeah.
of that building. It's inhumane. Netanyahu's a piece of shit warmonger and needs to go. As a dual citizen, I love
Meredith,
Israel and
what's
Israeli
up? Good to
people.
see you in
They
here.
deserve a government that actually believes in peace and not force and violence. The
We're looking
ultra-right
at
Jewish
Ethan's
settlers are among
reaction to
the
the
greatest
content
provocateurs
cop.
in the world. They are shameless and hateful, fueled by religious zeal.
This is, oh my god. This was his whole statement at first where he was like trying to defend himself, to be like, guys, look, I am pro-Palestinian. I'm not a Zionist. I'm pro-Palestinian. I promise, okay? I am.
Enabled by this.
IDubbbz is the person that kept his exact. Hey, you know what? I'm with you on that, Bullfrog. I'm with you on that. IDubbbz made a very important change in his content that you've correctly pointed out here. He did turn around and realize his mistakes and fix his content. Did his views drop a little bit as a result? Sure. But did he become a better person as a result of this? Yes. Only 7 likes and 14 people in my stream right now? Oh, nice. That's good.
Israeli government. I wish the settling and repossession of Palestinian land would stop.
Hit the like
Wish
button if
bombing
you're in
Gaza
here.
would stop.
Tap
Gazans
the
deserve
like
to live a
button.
life free of fear. By the way, they...
Okay, wait. I have to say this. I was trying to not say this while I was watching this. I'm going to say it anyway. Ethan's doing a good job not sniffing. He's been sniffing a lot. Like, a lot of the stuff I see him now, he's always like... He's doing a good job not sniffing. We gotta give him a little credit. No sniffing credit, all right? It's the only credit he's gonna get from me.
I forget who was saying, I think it was Noah, that my use of the word Gazans.
No, it was Casey, Comrade Casey.
Oh, it's Casey. My use of the word
Co-chorus
Gaza instead of
Tourette's.
Palestinians is Oriental.
And that's why I didn't want to say it at first, because I don't want to be ableist. Look, I'm someone that grew up with the best friend with Tourette's. Like, one of my first and best friends had Tourette's, and it's something I've taken very seriously, and I've always taken it very seriously as a result early on in my life. Like, I can remember being like 5 years old, being close with someone with Tourette's, so I kind of learned what it was in an early age.
List or something.
Can you believe it's coke to do his tangents, bouncing and aggression?
Something like that.
It's literally factual because there's, the West Bank.
It's just
and
people that
Gaza,
live in Gaza.
So
Yeah.
Palestinians that live in Gaza are Gazans.
Because Gazans deserve to live a life free of fear. For all the crimes Hamas has committed, we must always remember that they are not Palestine. The Israeli government holds all of the power and is on them to stop the violence and show a true willingness for peace. That was 4 days after this clip.
I'm sure he would show it in this super well-researched content cup.
Yeah, if you guys let it fucking play.
He's got the greatest minds.
If
He's
you
got
guys
Dennis
let
and
it play,
Frogan
maybe
by
you'd
his
fucking
side.
see
Clearly,
it.
He's got the greatest political minds of
Holy
our time.
shit. The amount of times that they say this, and then they don't fucking let it play. They're like, I wish you'd see the context. Ooh. Maybe if Ethan let it play. Wow.
Can you, Zach, please, you got to ride those Frogan soundbites. You got it today.
Yeah.
And like the deserve and all that kind of stuff. They deserve to have PTSD and all that. Both of them, you got to ride those.
That's gonna
soundbites
own
too.
them.
Base?
Yeah.
I really need mood, mood.com.
.com.
I really need them to create a kind for the Jewish person, like, chill out, Jew. It's not anti-Semitism, you're tripping.
I like how the two chatters.
I'd love to smoke.
I like how the two chatters that came in here to debate Lord Me earlier. We even had a third chatter a little bit going but I like how Cake Farts and where'd the other chatter go that came in here to debate me? Cake Farts and Alice Green. I like how as soon as I brought them up, they just got the fuck out.
Smoke that one.
There's a weed for that?
I need it.
I'm gonna hit that too.
Toppings. And the pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
I don't know if you can make that joke in 2021.
Why?
It's insensitive to burn victims.
I think it's a good analogy. It's a powerful image.
Ethan was not prepared for this.
Bro, by whose opinion? Like,
He
who the
didn't
who the fuck are you to make that call?
What you said also in May 2021.
Like,
damn.
Who are you to make that call, bro? I mean, if you're gonna do an appeal to authority, let's do it right back to you. What is your experience? What ground do you have to stand on to make that judgment?
Ethan, the whole time, is more of the goof guy, and that's fine. You know.
And what are you? Oh my God! Sorry, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill.
I mean, he's the silly walking around guy.
Expect Ethan to be an expert on the topic. Ethan was obviously caught in this tricky.
Okay, what IDubbbz is talking about is the very thing that everybody came to H3 for. Like, when I think back to H3 and me telling my friends in real life about H3 back when I was a fan of H3, it sounds weird to say now, but back when I did watch H3, I remember every now and then it would come up in real life and I'd be like, okay, so you watch Ethan too. Did you see that thing where, you know, what was that guy's name that used to come up on the screen? Oh my God, the guy they would call in on FaceTime and he would come in and do his little goofy shtick. There was that, and then like he would shit on like Fresh and Fit was another funny thing. And why is he pausing so much? He hears 3 words and never listens to the full statement. Yeah, exactly. You can cut off any sentence, make it sound nonsensical. Yeah, exactly. I used to do mountains of coke. Whoa. It does have that rhythm, like trying to keep the drip going down your throat in the sweet spot. Otherwise, I'd just blow my nose. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad you don't do it anymore. And at least, I mean, you didn't have to. It's nice of you to like be honest about it on here. But yeah, okay. Like Ethan used to do funny things on H3. That's what he's specifically referring to. Gabe was the guy I was thinking of. Does he seem coked out to you, Chris? I think that's what Chris is saying. Like, he seems a little coked out.
Situation where he is extremely sympathetic.
Maybe Chris is referring to the sniffing thing.
The Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the
His
other
wife
hand,
has a name and you know her, by the way. Sorry, that was
Why do
my
people
luck.
do that? Hassan does that too. Ethan's wife.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Let me go back. I'm gonna hit that again.
No, but they do that all the time.
Why are you worried about my wife?
And it makes me feel.
Why is that so weird? Am I insane? Am I the insane one here now? Why is that weird to say someone's... I feel like I say that in public. I say that to people. Or I'll be like, oh yeah, like Jim's wife. Ethan's not on coke. Dude is a nervous wreck. He can't even smoke pot without having a panic attack. He's just super hard because he's stressed out. It has that kind of rhythm, Ethan, trying to catch the drip. I don't know. I don't know how to... I'm not smart enough to speak on the convo on that. The video's not about her. That's why he's referring to her. Yeah, so he's actually doing her a service by saying that, I think.
Feel a certain way.
It should.
Like, we are friends, Ian. We were.
Remember?
I know your name. I know Anissa's name. I don't call Anissa your wife. I don't say Ian's wife.
What would be so bad about that if she did? What would be so bad about that?
You know? And if I need to
this is
apologize to
nitpicky,
Lena-
bro. This is like, oh my God. This is what I knew would drive me fucking insane about this. Here's what the arbiters of, you know, of this side of the argument do. It's, oh my God. Like, oh my God. It's such an easy thing to do. When you know that you're wrong in a position, or at least have the overall sentiment that you could be in the wrong, your first thing is not going to be to go for correcting the argument or fixing the problem or trying to reach the truth. Your arguments are going to all land at nitpicking the dumbest fucking shit you can. So you're going to watch this video and you're going to be like, oh my God, can you believe it? His button-up shirt is missing a button at the top. He should have 8 buttons, but he's got 7. Dumbass shirt.
I don't
Play.
text AB either.
That's what I was
Motherfucker.
thinking. I don't know if he did or not, but he.
Yeah, let me see.
But why did he?
I have a hunch that he didn't, you know?
Well, I don't know.
I think he did.
He did.
When? After
But you
we,
think he
after
did or
we
he did?
called it
Yeah,
out?
when?
Let me ask.
Well, regardless, I think it's funny
It
that
doesn't
he-
matter. Those are my
You're
feelings.
talking about weed he
It
needed.
doesn't. I think it's funny. Let me see what he said about you.
Served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done.
I'm sorry, but something was funny in the moment. I thought after he said she serves in the IDF, and I just say he obviously really likes that. I thought that's what he was.
Capturing a massive progressive audience.
Wait, hold on.
His wife's Israeli. She served
His wife.
to
That's
the
all he has
Israeli
to say
cause
about
and what's happening to them.
that girl.
His wife's Israeli.
That's all she's good for. She's Israeli and she did the IDF, so you know what that means about her. Human garbage.
His wife is Israeli. That's crazy. My first thought was like, why are you texting?
You're making a good point. So I'm gonna deflect onto something once again. It'll be so funny where IDubbbz calls out the deflecting. Yeah. Yeah.
AB apologizing to him. Like,
Yeah.
He did. I just asked her.
At the
what-
same time or after we
Yeah.
called it out?
Same time. I just
Okay.
asked her.
same exact text? Well, whatever. She didn't have to read it to me.
I don't know if it's the same.
It would have been nice if he told you guys ahead of time. It would have been nice if he just didn't even do it. It'd be nice if he was like, hey guys, I'm doing this. I'm going to buy you out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't have to participate.
Wait, I think.
What? Sometimes
Oh
it's not-
shit! How did I just do this? Hang on. I'll go back to where we were.
By the way, sorry. That was
Why do
my
people
luck.
do that? Hassan does that too. Ethan's wife.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That was weird.
Let me go back. I'm going to hit that
That
again.
No,
was
but
weird.
they do that all the time.
Why are you worried about my wife?
And it makes me feel a certain way.
156.
Like,
Yeah.
we are friends. When after
you
we
think he did
after
or
we
he did?
called it
Yeah.
out.
There we go. Thank you.
Let me ask.
Well, regardless, I think it's funny
It
that
doesn't
he-
matter. Those are my feelings.
It doesn't. I think it's funny. Let me see what he said about you.
Served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience.
Wait, hold on.
His wife's Israeli. She served
His wife.
to
That's
the
all he has
Israeli
to say
cause
about
and what's happening to them.
that girl.
His wife's Israeli.
That's all she's good for. She's Israeli and she did the IDF, so you know what that means about her. Human garbage.
His wife is Israeli. That's crazy. My first thought was like, why are you
Hey,
texting?
trying to have a
AB
nuanced and fair
apologizing to
conversation
him?
will
Like,
get you
Yeah.
abused
He
by
did.
dishonest
Exactly.
assholes
At the
what-
same
with
time or
agendas.
after we called it
Yeah.
out?
Same time. I just
Okay.
asked her.
Same exact text? Well, whatever. She didn't have to read it to me.
I don't know if it's the same.
It would have been nice if he told you guys ahead of time.
You know
It
what the
would've been nice-
crazy? You know what the Okay. This is one of the most funny parts about this too, is the fact that like let's like take a moment to not like let's just let go of like logic for a second. Let's just say that Ethan decided to turn around here and maybe he watched this and was like, wait a minute, okay, now that I'm seeing IDubbbz talk about this, maybe I was wrong at this exact thing. Maybe I should rethink about how I'm going to say said thing or whatever, right? Or maybe I should change my opinion on this. Maybe I was wrong after all. The funny thing is if he were to do that, he would actually get a large chunk of his audience. Not large, but he'd get some of his audience back. With how many people are probably watching what I'm watching now, with how many people are watching IDubbbz thing, some of his audience would come back. Some people would be like, hey, Ethan, we saw that you changed your mind on some things, and we decided to give you another shot at the show. Just try not to fuck up again. They would definitely come back. There are some charitable foot soldiers out there. There's people out there that may or may not even be, in here. People that may or may not be in the VOD. People that maybe that maybe watch that were like Leftovers fans that left completely would come back. He would gain some respect in him, but he's not doing that. It's very weird.
If he just didn't even do it. It'd be nice if he was like, hey guys, I'm doing this. I'm going to buy you out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't have to participate. I hope he does offer
After he tried
that
to call him
her.
out for saying no, Ian was trying to have a
Not that- and
man-to-man
again,
combo.
Not that I care.
I think
also-
AB was out.
I feel bad for Froggy.
Oh no, AB's
Funky
out
Frog
soon,
Bait.
I think.
A lot of
Who?
frogs. Lena's opponent.
Oh, her opponent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure he's been
Of course,
training
he has
too.
nothing- or they have nothing to do with this.
Imagine doing a content cop on like someone deeply connected to your own event. By the way, You know, those first two creator clashes were basically like H3 fan meetups. Right? I mean,
What's
there's a lot of
happening
H3
here?
fans.
Yeah. I've never felt so
always
loved in my life.
has to win.
I think that's fair to say.
I don't know exactly.
I hope that at least people who've stopped watching H3 can look at how Ethan's treating this situation and realize the effects of it and be like, I don't ever want to be that kind of person where it's like, no matter what, you have to win in a situation. Like, most people know you become a grown adult, a mature individual at the point of which you can admit to being wrong. You can sit back, you might get a little tense in the moment and be like, no, I'm right on this. And then maybe take another day to come back and be like, well, fuck, I was wrong. And go to said friend and be like, hey, guess what? I fucked up. What I said was wrong. I meant to say this. And maybe that friend will, I don't know, respect you? Weird thought to have, huh?
But there was,
I don't know what percentage or anything, yeah.
Go ahead, you say it, Frogan.
That feel his ego. Well, that's the other part of it, too, because then I'm like, who's feeling his ego that's there? Like, is it Zach? Is it Dan? I can't imagine AB is feeling his ego too much. Maybe by, like, the little slight defense he has for him he is. Olivia, maybe? How has Olivia not left the show yet? That's what I don't understand.
Oh.
Ela?
Can you pull the one of her saying?
Yeah. Dan seems to be either egging him on or catching him when Ethan gets caught in a lie. Yeah, Dan's... It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
Veterans deserve PTSD. Do we have that one?
I'll pull it.
Yeah, we gotta get that one.
Oh my God, he's going for crumbs.
And any psychotic ones. of
Crumbs.
Dan's, too, and
Absolute
everyone
crumbs.
else who's in there.
You guys know
She
how many
started-
times Ian and Anissa told us that we inspire them? Like, so many times. It's just kind of funny. We used to be inspiring. Now I'm just an Israeli that did the idea.
You're Ethan's wife.
Just your wife.
Oh, we had so many.
Yeah, and you know what the crazy part is? She wouldn't be getting that comment if it weren't for fucking Ethan. Does she realize that? Ethan is the sole reason as to why she gets that comment. Like, without any of this crash out, she would not have ever got that comment.
Many private conversations. We hung out a lot
Yeah,
more
it
than
was
any
like
other
you're gonna let him
creator,
say
really.
that to you type of girl.
We're actually friends.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I feel like we stood with them, and to be honest, we stood with them at a time where it cost us.
Right, but it wasn't a question for us.
Of course, that was right. That wasn't a question.
Obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand,
I like the state of Israel.
Obviously.
He does. He fucking does, dude. He does. He literally said he's gonna show his audience in the amidst a genocide. He's going to go to Israel and show his audience what a beautiful state Israel is and how wonderful Israel is. He literally said this. That's why IDubbbz is saying that.
Weird fucking. Yeah, I mean,
What a way
listen,
to simplify it.
I mean, do I like
Eela's
that 80%
vindictive and
of
only
the Jews in
believes the
Israel have
reality she
literally nowhere
cherry
else
picks.
to live? That they don't get displaced? Yes, I guess I like that. You want to boil it down to that. But you're the historian who decides who knows what. So go on. I need to defer to your expertise.
and he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan.
Well, hold on. By political savvy, you mean just fucking basically echoing whatever Hassan tells
Postmodern
them, but
truth,
yeah.
1984
Hassan
brain
is
rot.
strictly a political streamer, so this is something they're very keyed into.
You're right. Hey, Bullfrog nailed it. Yes, that is it. I was trying to think of what I was going to say on that. That's exactly right. Ela, when I used to watch H3, didn't comment much, let alone I don't think was on too many episodes, but the ones she was on, and whenever she did have a comment, it was always something funny. Like, I remember laughing at stuff she would say. And now it's just, like, become this weird fucking thing.
So when they see Ethan say things that are just like not accurate and it's just
hilarious in the
propaganda,
videos, yeah.
they're gonna call it out.
From the river to the
Okay, here we go.
sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
That's literally an opinion. What do you mean? Dude, do you understand? Oh my God, he's so wading into
Oh,
the shit
sniffers are coming back.
Do you know that statement is used by
Oh,
terrorist
no.
groups? It's literally used by terrorist groups. It doesn't always mean that, which is I was of course always saying that from the beginning.
What is happening here?
Not everyone who says that is like meaning that they want to annihilate Israel, but a lot of people do mean that, and it's a perfectly valid, I feel, perfectly valid reaction for someone who's Israeli to feel uncomfortable with that. Like, what is it you want to do to us? You know what I mean?
I know you guys don't care about what Israelis think or feel, but for Israelis, what Ethan said, that's what it means for Israelis. So if your movement is for peace, maybe don't say that.
But
maybe say something else.
He's so fucking, he has no idea what he's talking about. He says Ethan is spreading Israeli propaganda, and then he shows me stating an opinion about a phrase. Like, what are you claiming exactly?
He has permanent victim complex.
It's like
yeah.
not accurate and it's just propaganda.
Oh, Ela does.
They're gonna call it out.
This is your example of not accurate propaganda? God, the bar is so low. The bar could not be lower. This is the dumbest. This is actually even dumber than some of these other people he cited. Like, I think he's making Noah Samson look like a scholar at this point. Holy shit.
Okay. You know what? This is like, I'm gonna try to think of the best way I can put this. His attitude is so much on the side of like, his overall attitude, even Ela's too, is like so much on the side of like, how dare anybody say anything bad about Israel's actions? Because if you say anything bad about Israel's actions, that is anti-Semitic. Even though, you know, they've fucking caused a genocide. And it's like, apparently you're not allowed to say that. Apparently you're not allowed to say that because that is anti-Semitic. It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like when this first happened, and then it was like a lot of people were split on it, right? There were people that were very pro-Israel on this matter, and there were people that were like, wait, no, that's fucked up. Like, we should not be aiding a genocide. Their actions are fucked up. And when that moment in time happened, do you guys remember, maybe this is just a Chicago thing, but maybe people saw this in their states too, but there was like a bunch of those like Jubilong signs that were like replacing like Portillo signs, were replacing fucking the insurance guy signs. It was just like every look like Jubilong. This is blah blah is anti-Semitic. Do you guys remember all those signs? And it was like, oh my God. People were then at that point saying anti-Semitism is on the rise, which anti-Semitism is always on the rise, to be very clear. Anti-Semitism is a very real thing. There's always going to be anti-Semitic people out there. But they was like conflating this with, I remember when everyone hacked the electronic billboard saying Mr. B says free Palestine.
From
That's
the river
awesome.
to the sea.
And by the way, meanwhile, this clip that we're watching is a Hamas official spokesperson saying we will do October 7th again and again and again and again, and we will never stop.
Yeah.
That's the clip we're watching. Official Hamas spokesperson.
Base.
Do you want to fucking acknowledge? He is. I cannot believe he actually had the confidence to make this video. Oh, man. Can you guys find that?
Ethan's so mad. I love it. This is awesome. Ethan's so mad.
People that have continually downplayed it, I think, is interesting. This is, yeah. You guys can find that and send it in Discord.
It essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that
is Ian going to explain that point or why you're wrong?
No. He says I'm doing Israeli propaganda, and he just shared me sharing an opinion about
he's going to talk. Let him fucking talk.
crazy. That's crazy.
Emma, that was Chicago you're talking about? Where was that? Was it off of 90? Where was that? Was that in Chicago?
Has, adopted over the years. They're becoming increasingly critical of his position because now he's talking about it, not on left.
It's definitely getting under his skin. That's why he's reacting that way and can't form sentences. Yeah.
Leftovers. He's now talking about it on his podcast.
What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist
oh my God, bro, you have no idea what you're talking about.
He's now talking
I'm
about
talking
it on
about Israel proper.
What I want to do is show.
And you're showing headlines about Gaza. I literally say in this clip that has nothing to do with the conditions of Gaza and the conditions of the West Bank, which I consider to be like apartheid. Like it's completely based on my lived experience.
How funny with the timing, Ethan. It's awfully funny with the timing of this, that you want to go do this. And then he turns around and gives Hassan shit when Hassan said he wanted to maybe go check out Gaza. And then Hassan looked into it to come to find out he would not be safe. And then he's like, oh, how come Hassan didn't go? Hassan's a bitch for backing out. And it's like, dude, nobody's safe there right now. Not the living experience right now, Ethan.
Of 5 years living in Israel. My lived experience, bro. You are so fucking out of line. You have no idea. How do you have the confidence to make this video?
My, look how sensitive he is to that, too. I feel like that hit a soft spot for him. Why did that hit such a soft spot? Would 100% target him, too. Yeah, exactly. Why did that hit such a soft spot? Do you see how, this is this is the most mad I think I've seen him thus far, just over this whole Israel situation here, because his wife is Jewish and needs to play it up. I've had my own conspiracy on that. My little conspiracy on this whole thing, I don't want someone to, take this and run with it. It's just my own little conspiracy on it. Is I wonder if something to do with Elah being from Israel has a play in his, sudden shift in attitude. I don't know if... And then another thing I try to figure out too is was there even a shift in attitude? As he's always been this way, right? But then I'm like, does her, I don't know, does how she feels about this whole thing play a role in how he's making his attitude? I don't know. Something I sit there and think about.
Holy fuck, dude.
Show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan.
Israel blocks, and he shows these headlines. Israel again blocks Gaza aid. Again, I'm not talking about Gaza, which I say clearly in this clip, but go on.
And you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking.
Israeli authorities block healthcare to Gaza. Again, I'm not. Do you think that I'm talking about walking around Gaza? When I say how great multicultural it is,
Did you
think that
how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th? Not even once. We never co-signed what they did.
Is that not the point he's making though?
Oh my God! I think this is where AB gets clapped. Look at this. Look at this. AB said something that clearly caused a disagreement. He got fucking called out. That's so fucking funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. Holy shit. Podcast Goober had to hit the button. He's gonna love the button segment of the content cop. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both individually responsible for their own action as well as a team of indignant irresponsibility. Yeah. You're talking about Ethan and Elah, I imagine. What happened? They had to back out the last 15 seconds of it because Ethan and AB got into a disagreement because AB fucking called him out on it, and was like, isn't that what happened though? And boom. And watch, I bet you AB does not appear for the rest of the show after this. Probably fucking told him to go home or some shit. Well, I think Lena might have. I think this is here, because this is. I saw this on Twitter right here. I'll show you this. It was it up here? Where did I see it? Don't worry, my way to fix everything. Where was it? I thought it was up here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get back to it. But they basically said that Lena had a panic attack, so he had to leave. But then I think he just didn't come back after this. Kind of shows that he sometimes works. AB's been getting a little criticism. I don't think this is where Lena had it. I don't think so. This is like, I think it happened later on, but I think this was like, here, look at this. I'm going to go through here. Yeah, it looks like no more AB after this. I'm not seeing AB's face. To be clear, I don't know how much of this we'll get through tonight either, chat. This is a lot. This is a lot to get through. Holy shit, they had to back out a lot. This is all time they had to back out. Holy shit.
Show
Wait.
you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking about it like it's some. Show you guys how.
Wait. They show the showroom. Let's see if he's still there. Hold up. I'll try to pause it when they get to the showroom. Hold up. Okay, so AB's right there. So he's still there. Okay. But maybe they just don't bring him in anymore after this.
Because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist,
Dude, okay,
crazy.
fucking AB, brother, just leave the fucking show already. Oh my god. What is so difficult about leaving the show? You have your own Twitch stream. Why do you need to be around this guy any longer? Like, what is keeping him there? I am so baffled as to what is keeping him there. I truly, I don't get it.
Like Jim Crow style.
Yeah, again, and this is what I'm saying. They're acting like Israel proper, which there's 2 million Palestinians living there in Israel with full rights. People just lie about the conditions there. They say that like Israel or Palestinians are second-class citizens in Israel, and or that like
you go to universities, there are so many Muslim students. Hospital.
I'll be honest though. I think AB posts YouTube videos. If AB like did more content and did more Twitch streams, I bet we'd make up for the lost revenue, and he'd find a lot more support leaving. He'd probably get a larger audience and make more money if he left H3. I'm willing to put money on that because I think people are scared to watch his own content right now because of him being on H3. I think they would see him leave and be like, hey, we're going to go support you on your own. Fellow Zionist Brett Kavanaugh is suing Ethan for all he's got, so the money won't last. I know. Ethan lost his lawsuit with Brett Kavanaugh. That's why it's a big step for him. Yeah, it breaches territory of being uncomfortable, but, you know, and that part of me understands it, but also, look at the shirt I'm wearing, chat. I don't know what kind of music y'all are into, but this is a good band that I listen to. They're from Ohio. I know, LOL, Ohio. I know, but they're a good band. They're a indie folk band. I'm not a folk listener, but I love their music a lot. It's really good. I was wearing their merch last night too.
Muslim doctors. It's like, it's not what people portray
judges,
as.
Governments.
They are in the government.
But the point is not that Israel is righteous. The point is not that Israel isn't doing terrible things. And like I've always said, straight up, is that what they're doing. And
What's up, thinking fella? How are you? You have some nice. We actually have some nice chatters in here tonight. It's nice. I like it. Bro, how is he defending the state of Israel again right after saying he doesn't do that? And Ela conflating Muslims with the population of Palestine is also weird as fuck. Yeah, it is. It's really fucking weird. It's just like it's the scary brown person attitude. That's all it is. That's it.
West Bank is apartheid, and what they're
Post
doing in
9/11
Gaza is ethnic
9/11 America.
cleansing, right? So these are terrible things. But what I do think is that people think that it's like Jim Crow inside of Israel proper, when it's not. I live besides Palestinians my entire time there, friends with them.
Yes, Ethan. Okay, you've had Palestinian friends. This absolves you of any of your anti-Palestine sentiment. Good job. Woo! Ethan's had Palestinian friends. Yay, Ethan. Woo! Palestinian friend haver Ethan Klein. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. I have a black friend, I'm not racist. Yeah, that's the same exact fucking attitude. This is like, do you remember when Ethan said, he was like, guys, I grew up in this neighborhood. He's like, I don't know if this is weird, guys, but, he's like, I grew up in this neighborhood, and like, I just never have had a black friend. I've never even seen a black person. Do you guys remember that clip? It was awesome. So now he probably, now he probably carries the attitude. I have a black friend. I'm not racist. No.
And worked with them, like they're integrated in all.
You haven't been watching him. It's an old clip. I've seen it in recent times.
Levels. So like there's a difference, and to me, I was like, people have this wrong idea of what it's like. I would like to go there and show you guys that, like, I don't think people understand that, like, you'll walk around like Dizengoff and you'll see like Arab families and Jewish families drinking coffee next to each other, and there's
what does this nowhere conversation have to do with anything? Hassan's home. Noah is Jewish, but Ethan still calls him anti-Semitism. Hypocrites.
No
Ethan.
problem. You'll hear.
You know what, chat? He's getting stale again. We need a little bit of this to spice things up, don't we?
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
Here. Look at this. Ethan Klein, black friends. Clip's right here. This is the clip I was talking about.
You know what's crazy? I grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles, Ventura.
Yes.
And I grew up, I don't think I've ever known a black person.
Really?
What? I know it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known a black person.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Like all through elementary school, high school?
No, I went to school, elementary school, high school. There was only like a couple of black people in a class of like 500. And in college, I went to UCSC. They had a joke.
Oh, there's no black people in Santa Cruz.
No, I know. I'd be down to hang out with a white dude pretending to be a black person. That would make me a lot more comfortable.
That's something that can
get my
Yeah, yo.
toe in the water.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can
safe way
graduate.
Yeah, I agree. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
You guys have been friends with black people?
Yeah.
You guys have been friends with black people?
How many
Holy
black people have you
shit.
known in your life?
In my
Yeah, this clip is bad. So, just normal interview question for somebody. Very normal interview question. So, hey chat, how many black people have you known in your life? Very normal question.
My life?
Oh, gosh.
I had black roommates, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Black roommates? Oh my god.
A black cast member.
Yeah.
We do.
I just had to check. See how he's doing.
Yep. He's still
So
there.
fashionable, too.
Do you have a huge dick? I just.
Oh my god. See, this for any foot soldiers that are gonna watch the VOD and be like, bro, you said Ethan was racist. Bro, you said he was racist? Here you go, foot soldiers. Here you go. There's my present to you. There you go. All right, back to this.
Your mosques doing the prayer, doing prayers from a loudspeaker next to fucking like a Tel Aviv
15% of the population
street with tons of foot traffic. Like it is fucking interesting, and that's something that I've seen as uniquely from my lived experience there that I think is worth showing to people.
And we lived in Florentines, that's South Tel Aviv, and it's super close to Yaffo. It's Tel Aviv, Yaffo.
Oh my god. I don't see how they're so blindsided to Gaza being ripped to shreds and then being like, look at this. Look at how beautiful our apartheid state is. Look at this. It's so beautiful. But look at what they've done to Gaza. The indigenous lands of the Palestinian people, they've torn to shreds, but look how beautiful where we're from is.
Oh, Yaffo is like more the Muslim side, even though
Are they like missing something here?
Mixed.
Hello?
It's not like that anymore. It's
But
just
we would go there a lot, so you go
Oh, we live literally in the zone of interest.
to restaurants where there's Arab-speaking people, and it's just, you don't even think about it twice. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's not. That's like no. It's not weird. Like oh here, it's not weird. They live together, you know. In the West Bank and in Gaza, it's a completely different story, which I say. But I think it's inspiring that you see that it's possible. It is.
Dude, no, but nobody's arguing that. That's the funny thing about this. There's nobody that's arguing that these people cannot be friends or be acquaintances or be in the same setting. Nobody has ever made that argument. No, and if somebody's made that argument, it's just a dumbass anti-Semitic argument, and it's not true. Nobody's making that argument. It's just their own self-fulfilled prophecy or whatever the fuck they're coming up with, in order to be like, this is why we must show you how beautiful it is. Maybe so super horrible in Detroit, but we live in LA, so look how nice it is. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it would be like the equivalent of like a friend. It would be the equivalent of a friend that was like texting me, telling me about their horrible living conditions, being like, you know what, like, I don't even have a bed. Like, I sleep on top of a pile of rocks. Like, half my house is blown up. And then me in the process of that, taking a video of, like, my house and being like, look at my very comfortable bed. Everything is just so well laid out for me. I live a perfectly comfortable life, and I have no problems. But I'm not going to do anything for you about that. I'm just going to show you it. The friend would be like, what the fuck?
Possible for Arabs and Muslims and Jews to live together in harmony, and they do in Israel proper. They do. I mean, there's probably a lot of discontent for obvious reasons.
He's literally
for
making up
how
his
they're
own
treating
argument
Gaza and
here.
West Bank and
It's
stuff,
so
but,
fucking
like,
weird.
But when he's showing stuff like
It's
that,
unrelated.
it's like we are not defending what Israel did in Gaza since October 7th. Like the way they handled that has just been awful.
Yeah.
I don't even have words, you know? We've never once defended what happened there.
I mean, I've even been like,
still is happening.
I've even been like, yeah, I mean, I think I've even called it a genocide, and I can definitely.
Why did he say that so weird? Why did he say that so weird? Am I tripping out? Am I tripping out? It was like hard for him to get that out. He was like, I don't mean to be this person. I hate when people fucking do this. I know this is such crumbs to go for. But he's like, I think I even, even called it a genocide. Why did he say it like that? It would be like Bernie Sanders saying it for the first time, the way he said it. Don't get me wrong, I like Bernie, but goddamn. He has. I've not heard Bernie call it genocide yet. He's scared his mom's gonna He's scared of the word genocide. He's like, oh no, is Ela gonna divorce me if I say genocide? No. It was like him saying it to her. He was like afraid to say it to her for some reason. That was so uncomfortable. And he said he thinks. He's not sure if he's done so, but he thinks.
Understand. I definitely think it might be, you know. It depends on.
I think it might be. I think it might be. Oh, god damn it. Bullfrog's right. Bullfrog is right. Fuck. God, what was I thinking? Bullfrog is right. He's not supposed to mention it because it's beautiful Israel. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Sorry. Kind of collecting my thoughts again. You're right. You're right. All right. All right. I think we're good.
I don't need to keep continually.
But he loves the word terrorist. Yeah. Apparently terrorist gets by. Terrorist gets by. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Not him Googling. What the fuck do you think he is Googling right now? Is he Googling, was this a genocide? Please, no. I hope that's not what he's Googling. I hope not. I don't mean to pause like a billion times. Uh-oh, I hear the music.
One sec.
Something is so funny about him Googling in this moment. Or is he chatting to the other... What is going on here? What the fuck is happening here? Oh, okay. I think I figured out what happened. Google, Israel's now coming top 10 proofs. Chat GPT, what is a genocide? Why is he researching a podcast? Streams of off camera, making his own constructed video. Okay, I'll say two things. I do think for a brief moment, I do think he is doing some research. I think it feels like it at least, but I think I know what happened here. They just showed the wide shot, and AB was no longer in the seat. I'm pretty sure this is where AB texted him, and Lena had a panic attack, so he's probably messaging him back. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just having a side combo, but it's fine. One sec.
I think that's what happened. Honestly, valid. I'd have a fucking panic attack if I were anywhere within 10 feet of Ethan Klein. You gotta go. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you later for sure after stream. Let's see. Panic attack. I thought he got fired. Thanks for hanging, Emma. Appreciate you. I thought he got fired. Maybe they booted him out. Maybe he just left too. Appreciate you hanging.
Anyway, I'm not talking about Gaza, right? I'm talking about Tel Aviv, which is where I live, and my lived experience there.
Anyway, I'm not talking about Gaza. What a great segue off that last thing, Ethan.
Like mega lefties talking about it like it's some
And my problem is he's not even really addressing honestly with what it is I'm saying, because he keeps showing headlines from Gaza, which has literally nothing to do with what I said.
Racist, like crazy,
What's
like
happening in Gaza doesn't
society.
matter.
I can't wait to show you guys.
What I'm saying about my lived experience
By the way,
in the time the genocide wasn't happening is what matters.
That's
what he's saying.
AB got cut off. There was some private information that was said that we didn't want to say. That's it. There was nothing. Yeah, he's gonna show the Gallant thing, which again, it's like, bro, it's so played out. We literally
Private information that was said.
It's weird how they don't let you you say something and then you immediately be like, I was wrong. but that's not okay.
No.
It's always.
You know, there is a part of me, I'll admit, I don't even know that I can make it through this because, like, I'm going to try to get through it as much as I can, but I like how he struggled to come up with something about AB. I know, it's almost like, I feel like two things happened there. He probably got into the disagreement. AB probably got sick of his, you know, sentiment on how beautiful and amazing Israel is and couldn't take it, probably wanted to get the fuck out anyway. But I also think that another part of me is just, like, deeply sad on the inside because I'm like, here's a grown man with kids just crashing out super hard. And, like, I know crash out's like a term people are just lightly or loosely throwing around nowadays. Like, oh, this person's crashing out, or, but, like, no, Ethan is actually fully crashed out. And it's a sad state of affairs, man. I mean, it's like, if the dude just got some mental help and got some, like, I don't know, some, like, normal friends in his life and people to, like, help him understand the situation a little better and put on a normal fucking attitude, maybe he would, like, get better. And maybe if he, like, cut off the Ozempic. People were saying, like, skinny man bad, but I'm just like, I don't know what it's gonna take. It feels, maybe I have too much empathy, but Ethan, it almost feels like something could change him around and help fix him. It feels like he could be fixed. I'm the kind of person that feels that way about people sometimes. I don't feel that way about everybody all the time anymore, but it feels like he could be fixed. I've caught Ethan in so many lies, right, that I've moved to discuss the way he shamelessly justifies his actions, the way he tries so hard to shrug off criticisms is so cringe. Yeah, I know. I mean, he, like, will not take any criticism at all. It's like, it's really embarrassing. I mean, I remember, like, not taking criticisms at, like, a very young age, and people end up, like, despising me for it and being like, how come this person doesn't, like, I'm giving this person like good faith criticism and they're not taking it well, and people get mad at me for it. I'm like, and then I had to learn at an older age, like, hey, you know, sometimes criticism's in good faith and they're trying to help you out, you know?
It's like you have to live with this moment where you said something right before you apologize and you're like, oh, okay, I understand I was wrong about that. But that's not good enough. They're going to parade this clip around forever. Like, it's so fucking dishonest.
Ethan, you have not done that, though.
Really
That's the thing you haven't done.
People are pissed about. So Ethan is having this back and forth with his liberal audience, leftist people online, progressive content creators, Hassan, all of these different people.
This bro literally just, like, cut out some headlines and he was like, see, Ethan's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that's your fucking level of research, bro. This is the actual conversation. You're entering the Israel-Palestine conversation with that level of context. That's crazy.
He's finding new people every day, basically, to get in fights with.
Of all people, this guy, Matt Lieb, Frogan and Denims and all these dipshits, and everybody thinks this guy's awesome. Yeah, it's like they're all fucking dogpiling for the same dumb shit that you are now, too. It's not like they're random people, dude. These people are saying disgusting freak shit.
This guy that's on the screen, can we show his recent tweets?
Remember when he was laughing at Israeli civilians running in fear? Are you okay with that, Ian? Have you seen that? And are you okay with that? Some apparently, even though he looks like Milhouse, fucking dork.
Denims, by the way.
Okay, that's funny. He should include that.
Was the real villain of the video. Evil, hateful, fucking. And I'll say it, and I'll double down on it. And people, oh no, not go there.
And it's all culminated, at least.
You guys know how I feel about them. I don't need to say it.
So is Ian gonna say anything? Because so far he's doing, like, the Philly D, where it's like, well, so people.
Dude, oh my God. I'm going to say something about this, too. I'm going to say something. It feels like what Ethan and Hila are waiting for. It's like, it's such a weird dynamic here because the way that they're, like, caught in making childish excuses, she's boosting, you go, yeah, exactly. And it's very strange because, like, their attitude here is almost like, it's like they're going for peanuts. They're like, please give more political context, we need more political, like, commentary out of IDubbbz. IDubbbz is not a political commentator, but he's politically smart enough to be on the anti-genocide side of things. And he's correctly pointing out moments of absurdity. But he's never introduced himself as a political commentator. And even if he did full, non-stop political commentary research on this piece, word for word, site by site, these motherfuckers would still have the same arguments. They'd still go, well, if you go to .com and you read that, then like these motherfuckers would still react the same way. So him not giving this precision political commentary to this doesn't have an effect on their own retort to this. Their own retort would be the identical thing, even if he did go bar for bar political commentary on this. And they're like, please give us more. And they're saying, please give us more, while they're simultaneously cutting them off.
On the internet are saying this.
Well, no,
And Ethan said that, and they're saying that. Let me.
War shouldn't be laughed at either way, but Israel is war criming them. If some Israeli citizens are running, people are allowed to laugh.
You know, in the comments, what do you think?
It has become the biggest stain on the reputation of large YouTubers.
He's saying he agrees with them, but he's just showing out of context.
He's not
headlines.
really, though. He's just doing like a YouTube essay.
Let's see.
My story. In Ethan burning bridges with people until he
It's not bridges. I don't fucking care about any of these people. They're all a bunch of psychopaths. The dog piled on me. For what exactly? Once again, saying that I don't think that Israel should be annihilated, that I don't think that the borders should be immediately lifted, that I don't think that that would be a good solution. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh my God,
Okay.
dude!
The bridge with me.
For being
Since
a
Ethan and
Zionist,
Hassan's
that's why.
falling out, I've been keeping to myself mostly. I don't have many nice things to say. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators.
Get some help?
Wow.
Get some help? Huh? It's weird that IDubbbz would say that, right, Ethan? It's a weird, huh? Nobody's ever thought this before. That's a new thought. Maybe you should entertain that one, Ethan.
Like, who are you to are you actually serious right now?
Mario,
He's
what's
doing
up?
the get some help thing?
Also, nice to see your face in your picture.
Which, by the way,
Hope
he
you're doing
knows
well.
because I'm friends with him
Hope
about like
school's
my
treating
struggles
you well.
with mental health and what I've been through and how I've treated it and stuff. And like this whole get help thing, like holy shit, talk about fucking like gaslighting or crazy making. This is really pathetic stuff.
He doesn't have many nice things to say. Is he gonna say? What are they? Just leave us wondering.
Maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship.
Really?
Deflecting, yeah, that's all you
I
say.
don't
This is
speak for
pathetic.
Ethan, Ian, but
They don't realize they're the crazy psychopaths scaring everyone. I know, and it's almost like if you told them that, they would not agree. And people have kind of told them that, and they still don't agree. It's fucked
I don't know
up.
if you're watching this. I just have a feeling that that friendship's probably over for the foreseeable future. But I appreciate your optimism, you know?
Huh?
Leaving my
on the bright
friendship
side.
behind.
Huh?
So that's been my approach. I've occasionally thrown a joke Ethan's way.
Oh yeah, this whole thing started, didn't it? When they made some joke about how I said, "Isn't that the gay one?" Because I was being silly. We talked about some court ruling.
Right, I don't even remember.
And whatever.
In the form of Hassan Piker versus Ethan Klein for boxing.
I like IDubbbz. He's a good guy, but I don't like this stupid. It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like this guy is evil and he's doing anti-Semitism, and also he's way out of my weight class.
He didn't like that.
He's
but
doing
fucking
That was another thing that Ethan did early on, is he just kind of threw anti-Semitism out there as like a thing to grab for straws, where he's like, yeah, blah, blah, anti-Semitism. And he would just throw the word anti-Semitic at things that weren't actually anti-Semitic. And just, there's like a word, what's it called? Vice signaling, or what do they call that? and people just use that as like the little like, bing, here's the term. What do they call that? No one remembers because you're rambling for straws. Yeah, exactly. H3 has spent more money on lawyers to threaten Redditors and seasons than he's spent donating to Palestine. Yeah, and then he also... There was the whole thing where, like, Ethan donated to Palestine. Do you remember that? When through Hassan's stream? But he didn't donate that much.
Fucking... Yeah, I mean, I thought it was insensitive.
Sometimes you got
Back when they were friends.
Throw something out there.
Oh, yeah, do a burp.
But he has spent way more money on lawyers. You're 100%
So
right.
edgy.
He kept the burp. Yeah, he went woke, but he kept the burps.
The left needed some burps, that's for sure.
I'm so curious to see what the chat was saying. Like, what the fuck could the chat have been saying at this point? You know what I mean? What could the chat have possibly been saying? Ethan about to pull a Jenna Marbles. Couldn't you be pro? I feel like the chat... Dude, I feel like his chat doesn't even have much to say to this anymore. Like, even when I went to the comments, his chat are just people that they're just there. They don't actually have opinions on this. They just take what Ethan says and runs with it. I feel like these people do not have cohesive Israel-Palestine thoughts. Like, I'm not seeing any Israel-Palestine conversation in the chat at all. Instagram, that's like, I miss Esteban. He quit. Yo. Me neither. Flint and Steel. Can we get a throwback of the soundbite? Like, I'm just not seeing any conversation around this matter. Sub-only mode. More like dumbass-only mode. Those people who aren't paying can't comment on it. Yeah, because he's afraid to see those comments. That's another fucking issue.
Ethan Busted, by the way, is still going on. Still at 50.
It was like 67 grand. It's like a 10G session for lawyers.
It's impressive. It's technically, yes, is winning. So
Yeah, and he has like a lawyer on like, isn't he like have a lawsuit against Noah Samson right now?
0.1 or something.
It's 50.
That he's gonna lose.
Yeah, but hey,
more like monetized echo chamber. It is.
Hey. Nice, dude.
Because all he has to say to that echo chamber is, all he'd say is Hassan's wrong, right? And they're all gonna go, yep. They don't, but they didn't spend any amount of time watching Hassan.
This $30 donation from John C. This video is terrible, but can we not lose sight of the fact that even these losers didn't want to hang out with Mike from PA?
That is the best.
It jumped out to me right away. It really did.
Dude, he assembled the ensemble of like the anti-Zionist super team, right? And
You did an assignment researching Israel-Palestine conflict. It was interesting. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Very topical. Good for you. Hopefully someone gets an apology from the internet as well. Yeah.
Mike from PA's not here. It's fucking brilliant, dude. Couch puncher. Didn't make the cut.
What if they actually invited him and he couldn't make it? Would that crush your soul?
There's
Well,
no
Ethan
shot
out a
he
year
wouldn't clear
ago.
his calendar. You crazy?
I don't know.
You don't think he would show up for this?
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get around a lot.
You think he's he's agoraphobic?
In some ordinary game, wasn't he like shitting on?
Work with.
Wasn't he like agreeing? Wasn't he like agreeing with Ethan recently? There was some fucked up drama about him with Ethan and Hassan. I don't remember what it was.
This video editor named Froggy Tonic.
Here we go.
I discovered him because he was in the circles online that I was in. And one of those circles is an H3 fan. He watched Ethan's content. He liked Ethan's content until he didn't like Ethan's content. There would be an occasional Froggy tweet where I'd be like, I agree with that, you know?
Ethan Klein, do you really think putting yourself, your crew, and your audience in a semantic competition over a petty-year-old I'm right, you're wrong obsession you cannot get over is the right strategy? There's no contact. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
How does he
Listen
not
to
know what he's
Hassan,
talking
like,
about?
That's patronizing as fuck. What do you mean? What's the other stuff you said?
Like, I'm not going to endorse
Is he oblivious to his own behavior? I'm pretty sure that gamer donated to Ethan in that very stream we were watching. Oh my god, did he really? Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Not going to retweet it or like it, but fair enough.
I guess I just missed my old friend. What I saw is that Ethan is very much prone to anxiety and stress, and having loads of people on his head was a lot. He didn't leave room for self-questioning, instead going in instant defense. So this is him being reasonable, somewhat reasonable. The Froggy, we need like that out.
I've been seeing short clips of this. I'm totally lost in the Ethan and Hassan shit. All right, MOTB, I'll catch you up real fast. I'm not going to give you every detail because it's a lot to uncover, but I'll just give you the point at which they cut things off. They had a disagreement over Israel-Palestine on the leftovers broadcast, and that ultimately separated them. And at that point, they were like I don't want to say best friends, but they were like good friends and, you know, doing things good friends do and blah, blah, blah. Had their own show. But anyway, it was just a simple disagreement, and it landed in Ethan like kind of like faking to be pro-Palestinian, but everything he basically, it's like high school drama. Basically everything he said took a heavy Zionist turn, and Hassan's been a supporter for the Palestinian cause for years on end now, and they just had disagreements over Israel-Palestine. That's it. That's it to give you in a rough nutshell. If you want to see here. If you want to see a good video on it, let me show you this video real quickly. Let me show you a good video to get you up to get, if you want to, like, after stream, if you want to see this, Ethan versus Hassan. Here's a good video that will, like, truly get you up to it. Right here you go. Watch this. Ethan Klein versus Hassan Piker explained. This is this is a really good video. If you should like stop watching clips, and I'd highly recommend just like doing your task throughout your day or whatever it is and throwing this on in the back and just listening to it. And this is not for me to like say go harass Ethan after watching this, or like just watch it and take your own thoughts on it. That's all I'm telling you to do there.
Album of just to show you how absolutely insanely unhinged this fucking psycho has been.
Yeah.
Touching
This
Grass
guy
would be
probably has
amazing
an
for
album
him.
of this guy.
Yeah. Also, too, I'm not a therapist. I'm no like expert on therapy, but I can't imagine like a therapist that would like watch Ethan's behavior over the course of the last year and be like, "Yep, this is a perfectly sane human being."
Some wings are too bird feathered colored. Why is
Now
he even
that
showing
brings
that?
us to February 28th of this year.
So, I really want to show those tweets from that Froggy Tonic guy.
What is his name again?
Froggy Tonic.
I genuinely cannot keep track of all of the
There's
frogs.
a lot of froggies involved.
There's too many frogs in this story.
Froggy Tonic.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Why are there so
Was it
many
Froggy
frogs?
Froggy Fresh?
Yeah.
And then Funky Frog
Frogan.
Bait is Lena's opponent.
I mean, here, I just
and then there's
typed...
Frogan. There's just like frogs everywhere involved in this story.
I mean, I just typed Froggy Tonic Twitter, and it's saying
Yeah,
Ethan
please
did
watch
not
the video.
leave.
You only moved 10 minutes.
Shut up, you impotent
Holy
bitch.
fuck. Is he only 10 minutes into it? Oh my god, he's only 10 minutes into it. We're like 2 hours deep, and he's only 10 minutes into it. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 por Dios.
Got 3 kids. How you gonna accuse me of being impotent? That's factually the worst. I've got 3 kids, bro, and I got 9 male eggs lined
That's
up.
something preferable.
I'm the king of shooting loads. You're browsing it chronically. You screenshot so many of our tweets. I'm gonna get them off Reddit, obviously, and you download folders. Might as well be his Hassan tweet archive. Ethan has holes in his brain. He said, hold on. I'm dumbfounded. Where was it? That's so weird. When I went to,
Which one are you looking for in particular?
I'll take any of them. I know there's a whole album of them out there, of this guy's unhinged takes.
Twitter's a rat hole.
But he can't find anything. I know.
Now, my former editor of a year and a half ago.
It seems like everyone's dragging, acting like they aren't. He closed the tab.
Did say
he closed it. He did. That's
some
awesome.
truly mean shit. He called Hila the.
Ethan Klein, how do you think you are morally above us when you're just judging people based on where they're from? Okay, first
Thanks
of
for
all,
being
you're
here, by the way,
not a good
MOTB.
guy. Palestinians don't learn to hate Jews at 2 years old, and you know all of that, you C-word. Don't recall you. Again, the Golan thing is so stupid.
C-word.
Also, I think there's some new chatters in here. If you guys are new here and you're enjoying the stream, be sure to. I hate when the YouTubers do this shit, but hit the subscribe button if you're new here. I do stream like I try to stream as much as I can. Whenever I do stream, it's always 9 p.m. Central Time. I talk about internet news, drama, etc. This is like, yeah, I try to stream during the week at these hours. Sometimes the weekend if I'm not doing anything in the weekend. Just busy with college. Yeah, it's something good. We have a cool group here. MOTB, Hey Bullfrog. I know Chris subs. I think Emma subbed tonight. Maria definitely subs. Maria, I made a mod when the last H3 stream I did was popping off. I had to have Maria like clock some people. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. We must max out the channel. That should be my new catch punchline with the channel. We gotta max out the subs.
Kill their dog with.
Just learned 2 years before Ethan's dog's death, some of the H3 fans voiced concern for this chronic vomiting. It's talking about kidney failure.
Why is he reading this again? Oh my god. He read this early on. This was something he read early on. He's like forgetting that he already had read this. This is his second time reading it. You fell asleep during that stream. Yeah, but you clapped a person or two early on.
Shunned by fans, Ethan declined the advice, stayed course, kept giving him cheese. Now his dog's dead. And of course, the point of this was saying that he understands why people are worried about my kids, that they think my kids are in danger. Clearly missing some context there.
With
So
cheddar
this was
cheese.
after CPS was called, probably, right?
I don't remember. I think it was leading up to it, actually, which makes it not any better. It was part
No,
of
this is
I think this is after.
CPS was
Oh, this
called.
is after. Well, that makes it just unhinged
This
as
is
fuck.
more of like, here is why we're concerned, you guys.
Bro, you're missing some serious context.
Yeah.
If it's going to be like, I got CPS to my house, and your friend is saying that's
Here's why.
justified.
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, it was mean-spirited? Is that really what we're going to
And
reduce it to?
he's also
What is this
saying
thumbnail of
he
Ethan right
pretty
here?
much
This is
agreed
funny.
with some of his tweets, just not all of them. Because in one of them he calls me the C word. That was too far for
Yeah,
me.
no, I don't care if he calls you the fucking...
I couldn't even care
yeah, the
less.
C
Call me the
word.
C word every day.
What I don't like is when people call her like a Zionist baby-killing genocider.
Yeah, or when they're trying to justify why they called CPS to our house.
That's
Kinda
probably as bad as it gets.
A trillion times worse than calling me the C word?
Yeah, I think that's as bad as it gets, is justifying why...
God, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like my brain is getting. I'm gonna hit them with a quick dislike. Might as well.
You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your
So confusing to me how random Americans are so worried on this topic specifically, and not other countries in the U.S. Not other countries. The U.S. is actually bombing. What the fuck is this comment? America is funding the genocide. You fucking. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. So confusing to me how random Americans are so worried on this topic specifically. Because it's coming out of their own fucking tax dollars and they're funding a fucking genocide. Well, of course they're gonna be fucking worried about it. Holy shit, dude. I cannot believe that. Like, that's an actual comment going on in his community. Does Ethan wants to support Israel or Palestine? Yeah.
Why it was okay to call CPS on us. So.
Not pay taxes, then I don't fund
and
anything.
a bunch of other shit, I'm sure. Ethan.
Oh, that was very kind of you to
just, avoid paying taxes.
Yada, yada, all the
tax fraud.
See, this would be where the benefit of prep.
Noah's video on the Klein's Mudahar sex capacity and loaner box was him admitting that he's using the drama to bring attention to the real issues of the. And 200 IQ. Yeah. Noah's video on Mudahar sex capacity and loaner box has him admitting that he's using the drama to bring attention. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Noah's video is good. Noah's video is all like based off of things that Ethan has said and based off of factual information. So Noah did nothing wrong in his video. If Noah did something wrong in his video, he would have fucking deleted the video by now. And that's not just like a me to you. That's literally what he would have done.
Preparing would be good because I know that. But
and
I can.
He felt worried he would have deleted it by now.
I remember. It was just incredibly unhinged, disgusting shit. By the way, just to go back to a point I was making, IDubbbz accuses me of spreading Israeli propaganda by saying
you're
that
doing
from the river
Hasbara,
to the
Ethan.
sea is uncomfortable for Israelis and explaining why. This is the clip we were watching at the time. Israel is a country that. Hold on, let me read this caption for you. Israel is a country that has no place on our land. We must remove that country because it constitutes a security, military, and political catastrophe. To the Arab and Islamic nation, it must be finished. We are not ashamed to say this with full force. We must teach Israel a lesson. We must do it again and again. The Al-Aqsa flood is just the first, and there will be a second, a third, a fourth. The Al-Aqsa flood is what they call the October 7th attack. Because we have the determination, the resolve, and the capabilities to fight.
He was doing that though. Yeah.
Will we have a price to pay? Yes, and we are ready to pay it. By the way, that price being all the fucking
Israel
civilians that are
so
dying.
nice.
They knew the price, and they were, again, as he says, okay with it. I mean, it was part of their war plan. We are called
Guys,
a
look
nation
how
of
nice
martyrs,
Israel
and we are
is.
proud to sacrifice
Guys,
martyrs. I mean, listen
this
to
is
this
a
guy. He's
reminder
saying he
to
wants
tell
to-
you. He's saying Israel's nice.
This is an official spokesperson. We did not want to harm civilians. But there were complications on the ground. He's saying, and there was a party in the area.
Did you
with
guys
civilian
see? Didn't Tim Pool meet up with Netanyahu recently? Did you guys see that?
populations? He's going, dude, what did you expect? Our fighters came across a party with a bunch of young kids dancing, and they had to rape and murder them. It was a complication.
I mean, that's just a lie.
It was a large area, 40 kilometers.
We didn't want to, so we
An
blocked all
occupation
their
must
healthcare
end
and aid.
in the Gaza Strip. No,
Not
I'm talking about
surprised.
Palestine. Once again, that's funny because
Yeah.
it's exactly related to what we were what he
Pool's
accuses
not
me
being
of
a state
spreading
of propaganda.
Israeli propaganda.
Yeah, you know what's effed up? I skated with Tim Pool for like a couple days when I was young. Like the skate park that I would go to when I was young. Like there's literally a YouTube video of him filming at said skate park. I literally skated with Tim Pool for like 2 different days of my childhood. It's fucked up to think about. It's really weird. It's like a really weird foreign thought I have in my mind. Who's Tim Pool? He's like the centrist, the online centrist. Yeah, it's fucked up. Like if you look up like an old skateboarding clip of Tim Pool, I'm not in the video, but like the video is specifically at a time that I was going to the skate park, and I definitely saw him there for sure as a young kid. Like I would go to the skate park wearing a helmet, and he was like the older, cooler kid there at the time. Like I didn't know it was Tim Pool, but he was, you know, that older, cooler kid. I look back and I see the beanie and I see like the way he skates, and I'm like, holy shit, that was someone I skated with. Does Capable have steez though? No. I heard no one wants to skate with him anymore. Yeah, because he's fucking annoying. He did like, I think he did like a thing where it was like Tim Pool versus Ricky Glazer, who's like a skate YouTuber. I'm pretty sure. Look at this. I think it was like Tim Pool versus Ricky Glazer. We won't watch it, but I'll show you. Like I was like really surprised. Yeah, this was like a year ago. Tim Pool versus Ricky Glazer.
We're gonna play a friendly game of skate.
Political commentator. Yeah, fucking weird. There's an AI made of himself that I see. I would respect a lot more if he could actually skate. Look up Tim Pool AI skateboarding. Nightmare blunt rotation. Yeah, I only longboard for work. I wouldn't skate with Tim. Yeah, no. If I saw him at the skate park today, I would leave the skate park. I would not even enter the skate park. Oh boy, Tim Pool AI skateboarding. I'm scared. My mouse is gonna die soon, so I should probably get off of the stream soon. Tim Pool AI skateboarding. Oh god. Oh my god, I didn't mean to leave the... Have gone too far. Oh god.
It was a complication.
I mean, that's just a lie.
I'm gonna have to look at that later.
40 kilometers. The occupation must end in the Gaza Strip. No, I'm talking about all Palestinian lands. Once again, that's funny because it's exactly related to what what he accuses me of spreading Israeli propaganda about. My point is when Israelis hear from the ocean to the sea, they hear all of Israel. And guess what? That's what the guy from Hamas is saying on the screen of the clip you showed.
I don't understand. If a movement is for peace between two people, and one people is telling you they're not comfortable with this statement, shouldn't we change the statement to something that both
Look, 6.5
people can get
fingers.
behind?
No,
If
because
we are
they'll
for
say,
peace.
right. Well, people will.
It's on Reddit. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up on Reddit after. I'm a little bit scared to comment on Reddit, and maybe Ethan Klein's gonna come after me if I go on Reddit, right?
Say that Israel's the aggressor, so they shouldn't have to
He's in
adjust
all
anything.
comment threads
Yeah, but
now.
that's like,
He's going after every Reddit comment, so I'll try not to comment on
watered
Reddit.
down American version of what's happening there.
Does this mean the annihilation of Israel? Yes, of course. The existence of Israel is illogical. The existence of Israel is what causes all the pain, blood, and tears.
Just the existence.
It is Israel, not us. We are the victims of the occupation period. Therefore, nobody should blame us for the things we do. October 7th, October 10, October 1 million. Everything we do is justified.
It is justified.
Cool.
That is the words of an official Hamas spokesperson after October 7th. And that was on the screen as he was accusing me of spreading Israeli propaganda. Fascinating stuff here by IDubbbz. What a fucking insightful video this is.
Maybe you let it play.
At some point, discovers that.
Oh, come on, bro.
What is that?
Oh my god, not pausing again. Literally the opus Morandi of the Kleins is hearing what they want to believe. They interpret everyone in bad faith while constantly getting hit with their own rotten words. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. I've worked on myself. Like, seriously.
You look busted as fuck, dude. That's gonna tip the Look, it's 51% yes now. You are busted, bro.
Oh, great.
You're busted as
Guys
fuck.
tell us that you're hotter
It's
than
meaningless. The
them.
IDF leaders have the same thing about Palestine for
can't handle the
years.
heat.
Yeah.
That's true. I
They
think.
can't handle Esteban.
Come on. Use a new picture of me. I look good.
I thought I looked good.
Uh-oh.
But of course Ethan Klein's not going to show that. There's no way he's going to show
Shit,
that.
somebody just donated shekels. The parties weren't the only place where civilians were targeted on October 7th. Hey, pipe down, Zion.
You guys ever have this? I have a nail. I don't know what it is. Like a nail that just went deep into my skin, and it feels like there's a needle just going right into my thumb right now. It hurts so bad.
Yes.
Cannot wait to be
Yeah, obviously,
done.
it's such
Go
a
figure
lie.
out what
They
this
went on a
is.
mission to kill as
It
many
was
people they
literally
can, no matter who it is, slaughter as many people as they could until they were stopped.
The mission was explicitly to kill civilians.
Yeah.
You can see their war plans. They went specifically to Kibbutzim to kill the inhabitants there. Those are not military compounds.
grow nail or
cribs with
yeah,
babies in
yeah.
I mean,
fire, so, like,
come on, what are we
okay.
talking about? Is that Israel propaganda? I don't think so. But IDubbbz, the authority, the historian, I should defer to his experience and authority on the matter.
that I...
This is as dumb as I thought.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I have to go log in. I'll try to beat the next stream. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired. Not just tired. I'm getting like the amount of times Ethan pauses this is making me exhausted. And I'm really upset that we've watched 2 hours of this and Ethan's only 9 minutes into this hour-long. Like, we've literally watched 2 hours and Ethan is 9 minutes into this. I do not suspect his points are going to be improving, getting better. I don't have a good feeling about this. You know what I do have a good feeling about? I do have a good feeling about this.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.
Good way to end stream. I started watching your so right yesterday. Got so exhausting to listen to Klien.
Helping small
creators grow
a larger size. In 2020,
Hit player, what's up?
promoting the left side.
Denim being broken. Bobby and Mike.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are
My best friend.
You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
Let's fucking go. What a way to end stream. What a fucking way to end stream. That was awesome. It's gonna be my top song this year. Crank that shit on Spotify. 28K on YouTube. Let's get this moving. Alrighty. Well, I want to thank everybody who hung out here tonight. We had a good group. It was a nice little chat, nice little friendly group of people tonight. We had Chris, Hey Bullfrog, Hit Player hopped in. We had Maria. We also had Emma. We had Thinking Fella. We had MOTB. We also had, did I not call anyone else out? There's a couple. We had Blender at the top of stream. Thanks for being here, and JMBL. We had a nice little chat tonight. It was a good group, good little stream. I will be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Time. Maybe we will move on from H3 unless you guys want me to dive back into that shit show. I thought we'd get through it tonight. I suspect foot soldiers may watch this and be like, bro, you didn't watch the whole thing. You don't get it. You didn't see all the context, bro. And act as if that's going to get better if I were to keep watching more. I'll watch it in my off time. But I suspect that he lost 10K subs today alone. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Yeah, unless you guys specifically request for me to watch this again tomorrow, I will. But I think we should move on. There's some funner, more exciting things to talk about. Some more dumb shit. Some fun dumb shit, you know? God, I am 127 here. I got my eye contact. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging tonight. Ethan's just running in circles. This is Ethan. I'm at Central Time. I'm at Central. So right now it is 11:31 Central. I can also come on. If there's a better time, maybe I'll put up a community post and I'll ask about stream times. But 9 p.m. is usually my time. So I can go to where you left off. Oh, on the podcast vid? I'll tell you. Try to I'm at 227.12. 227.12. But maybe we can go through it more in the next stream. I don't know. I'll see what you guys want. It does have 6.5k down dudes. That's awesome. Only a fraction of the views of IDubbbz. That's awesome. All right, love you guys. Thank you for being you. Appreciate you. And I will catch you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Time. Adios. Peace. Peace, and have a good night, and go put a smile on someone's face tomorrow. Do something nice for someone, all right? Love you guys. Bye. First stream, but very enjoyable. Love it. Excited to see you here. More streams.